Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please bookmark and add to your favorites the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Every one of my episodes are time-dated and stamped and are archived there for your listening convenience, and you can get there at the following address, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and if you have not done so, please follow us on Gab. That is my only social media, with the exception of Ghost.report, which I know I need to tend to. It's been, I got a lot of things going on, okay? So anyway, with that being said, follow us on Gab. You can type into your browser right now, gab.ai, and you can follow me on there, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, and I am verified on Gab, folks, so let me tell you, if you want to keep up to date with yours truly, that's the place you want to be. All right? And not to mention, it's a free speech zone out there. I really appreciate how Gab is treating us. Really appreciate it. And we should go without saying, please spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live right now. All right, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Texas time, boy, right here on blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Once again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are live, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now that we've gotten that all out of the way, folks, I think we should just go right into the markets, okay? Because, boy, by God, by George, by whatever the hell you want to say, the damn cryptocurrency markets have risen just like I had said they were, because once again, if you all recollect, you can go back in the archive, I had suggested that we were seeing a contraction in the crypto markets because we were seeing a run on Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin almost hit $8,000 last week, okay? Now that money has basically pulled itself out and has spread itself out through the altcoins. And boy, is it a green, gainful market today in the crypto markets, folks. I'm sure everybody is heel kicking, to say the least, okay? Now, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Bitcoin, folks, of course, the first kid on the block, no pun intended, the blockchain. Regardless, folks, it has become synonymous with cryptocurrency, even though I think that its days at being king of cryptocurrency are numbered in my personal view, but for the time being, I think that those of us that are a part of the cryptocurrency scene should continue to support Bitcoin because it is top of mind right now to individuals who don't understand cryptocurrency, and if it's top of mind, then go ahead and introduce them into cryptocurrency based on Bitcoin or etc., all right? Etc. Either way, folks, let's just go ahead and get to the cryptocurrency markets right now. Bitcoin right now, folks, market capitalization is at 300, or excuse me, whoa, let me not get ahead of myself. Market capitalization is $123 billion. $123 billion market capitalization, boy. I mean, that's serious money. That's United States dollars, I'm telling you right there. That's the market capitalization for Bitcoin. The current price for Bitcoin is $7,407.57. All right? The circulating supply as of right now is 16,671,037 Bitcoin in circulation. And in the past 24 hours, folks, Bitcoin has gone up 3.43%. Now, let's go ahead and go to number 2 kid on the block right here, Ethereum. And you folks know I was telling everybody back in April and May, hey, you know, it's time to start investing in some of these coins. If you don't believe me, look back in the archive. Look, I don't even want to insult you. If you didn't get in when yours truly was trying to suggest you to get in, well, it's not too late. I don't think it's too late. I think we're at the beginning of the cryptocurrency movement based on a lot of factors. First and foremost, let me go ahead and tell you about this whole nonsense about cryptocurrency being a bubble. It can't be a bubble, first and foremost, because it's a currency and it's not ran by a central banking system. Moreover, the fact that it's a currency and is growing in acceptance makes it more and more plausible for the sustaining of these levels, if not higher levels of prices for cryptocurrency. I mean, lest we forget, folks, the prices that I'm reading to you right now in cryptocurrency is based upon an investment community that's maybe, what, 0.10% of the actual community of the earth? I mean, maybe I'm overestimating. Regardless, it is a very, very small decimal-based percentage of the population, even the internet population, that not only knows about this but understands it and that are investing in it. So with that being said, all these market capitalizations that I'm reading off, all these prices that I'm reading off, in my view, is just the beginning, man. We are getting this type of money from a small group of investors who actually understand this stuff. And the more and more people that begin to accept Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a means of exchange of goods and services, the more and more people who actually have digital wallets and actually possess cryptocurrency as a portion of their portfolio, the more and more people who adapt to it, it's going to continue to rise in value because more and more people are going to want to use it, accept it, use it as a means of exchange of goods and services, etc. So as I stated, folks, I mean, right now, the sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned with cryptocurrencies, because what we're witnessing here is actual crypto that will compete with the fiat currencies of the world. You even have central banks now bowing down and basically cowering to the cryptocurrency movement. You know, you've got individuals that are a part of the European Central Bank that have already created a cryptocurrency that's unbeknownst to most people. And let me go ahead and tell you that one so I can tell you not to buy it. All right, it's backed by a European central bankster. I'm talking about Bancor symbol BNT. All right, that particular cryptocurrency right there is backed up by a European central bankster, and there are others. But I don't mean to single that one out specifically, but we have to, because why are central bankers all of a sudden adapting to Bitcoin? Why are they creating their own Bitcoin? Because they know this is the future. They get it. Now what they're trying to do is muscle in their way into this system that was created completely out of the autonomy of the internet, outside of any centralization. Now they're trying to muscle their way in to see if they can somehow control it. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And let's not forget, folks, You've got the International Monetary Fund wanting to launch their own cryptocurrency. You've got states now. You got individual countries, nation states, governments wanting to create their own cryptocurrencies. Sweden, Estonia being one or two of them. I mean, folks, everybody wants to get in on it. And that's why those of us that are in it have to accept it as a means of exchanging goods and services, place friendly wagers amongst friends, whatever the case might be. We have to continue the commerce of cryptocurrency and introduce more folks into cryptocurrency. Now, I know folks in here that are listening to my broadcast are literally heel kicking before Thanksgiving's even come by. They're heel kicking about Christmas, and they're worried about all the Christmas gifts that they're going to get. And,
oh, yeah, Ghost, I'm going to get some nice Christmas gifts. It's Trump's first Christmas. We got more money now, and that means more little kid stuff and Rick and Morty. And I'm Pickle Rick! I'm Pickle Rick! Rick!
Look, the bottom line is I think this Christmas, everyone out there who understands cryptocurrency, who understands and gets it, who has wallets, who have actual decent funds or a decent portion of cryptocurrency, I advise you all to do this for Christmas. Give the gift of cryptocurrency this Christmas. It's as simple as that. Put it on some kind of a jump drive. Put it on some kind of, put it on something, put it in a wallet. There's a few wallets out there you can download, folks. Okay? I mean, there's Exodus I've told you about. There's another one called Jax, Jaxx. These particular wallets are pretty decent wallets here. Install a wallet, throw some cryptocurrency on it, and give the gift of cryptocurrency, okay? I mean, just, here, here's what I got for you. Here. That's what I got. Well, what is this? It's $50 worth of cryptocurrency. What's cryptocurrency? It's a currency, you dope! And then once they put it in their goddamn computer and they realize, oh, look at this, I've got some cryptocurrency going on, whether it's $50, $100, $200, whatever. Give the gift of cryptocurrency, and let's introduce more people to this so that the market continues to grow and grow and grow. So anyway, I had to get off on that little tirade because I had to answer these freaking critics out here about cryptocurrency. And listen, I was a critic myself. But you have to realize that when there's real money going in the direction of a situation, you follow the money. And that's exactly what we're doing, and that's why I started advising people this past April and in May of this year to invest in cryptocurrency. I mean, this is what I'm doing. This is what True Capitalist Radio has been doing for the past decade, man. I've been giving you people millions and millions of dollars of information, for Christ's sake. I know that there are some of you out there that have actually taken the information and applied it to your lives and have made your lives better, and, congratulations to you. But those of you that have just been sitting there and haven't taken the substance that I have literally given on this broadcast for free for all these years, you people have literally kicked yourself in the ass. All right, literally kicked yourself in the ass. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, back in April and May, when I was strongly advising everybody to go ahead and invest in crypto, Ethereum was at $45. All right? Now let's go ahead and cover Ethereum today. As of today, November 8, 2017, Ethereum, the market capitalization is $29 billion market capitalization. The current price for Ethereum is $307.06. I mean, hey, I told you. If you assholes don't believe me that I told you, go back in the archive. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Go back in the archive, boy. I mean, folks that listened back then are thanking me by the hundreds. I'm telling you, I've got a lot of folks that have been listening And a lot of folks that are actually invested in crypto, and they're like, good God, look at all these gains that I got out of nowhere. Unbelievable. I mean, it was $45 in April of this year. Today, it's $307.06. I'm just saying. Circulating supply for Ethereum is 95,608,239 Ethereum in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up. All right, it has gone up 4.98% increase for Ethereum in the past 24 hours. I'm just saying, I try to tell folks, but, they don't want to listen. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin, folks, I was saying, is a steady coin, very fickle coin the last time we were talking. Since then, Litecoin has taken an unsuspecting jump, which Litecoin seems to do out of nowhere. God knows why. I can't find an indicator for that. But the last time we were discussing the crypto markets, Litecoin was at about, I think, 52, 55. It's now at about $62. All right, let's get to Litecoin. Current market capitalization is $3.3 billion market capitalization for Litecoin. The symbol on Litecoin is LTC, mind you, LTC. The current price, $62.39 for Litecoin. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 53,738,882 Litecoin in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone up 1.37% increase in the past 24 hours for Litecoin. Let's get to Dash, folks, now. I've always said that I've liked Dash. It's a very, I don't know if it's as fast of a coin anymore now that you've got a lot of different cryptos coming out of the market that are offering not only just quick transaction times, but, the smart contract capabilities and et cetera. But I still like Dash. It's always been a steady coin, even amidst the drops in the fickle markets that we tend to see in the crypto markets. So let's go ahead and get to Dash, symbol DASH. Current market capitalization for Dash is $2.4 billion. $2.4 billion market capitalization. A lot of money, man. These are all billions, I'm telling you, in market cap. All right, the current price for Dash, and I'd like to remind you once again that back in April and May of this year, Dash was at about $60. It was at about $60, $70. Today, Dash is at $316.35 per Dash cryptocurrency coin. The current circulating supply is 7.6 million in circulation. 7.6 million. Pretty low circulation. Anyway, let's get to some more coins. Let's get to Monero. Monero, folks, now, I've been talking about Monero, even though I personally have a prejudice, I guess you could say, towards Monero, because as I've stated, I suspect that the creator of this coin is a damn brony. And, that's my personal preference. I don't like that. That's not how I roll. But I do still cover the cryptocurrency because I see through its charts that it has a tendency to make massive jumps. And since I've been covering it, since I've been back, folks, Monero has taken dramatic increases and dramatic jumps. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Monero has been listed on a lot of different exchanges, and that's something that you investors have to look towards in cryptocurrency, is if and when a potential cryptocurrency could be put on one of the bigger international cryptocurrency trading exchanges. This is when you tend to see these big increases in these cryptos. Now today, the reason we're seeing so much green across the board in cryptocurrency is because that big rise in Bitcoin, man. Like I said, last week, we almost saw Bitcoin go up to $8,000 a crypto. So that money is shaking out. People are taking profits, and once again, they're moving them right into the altcoins. What I had suggested was happening when it happened last Friday. I'm telling you, folks. I mean, I'm making money. That's what I do. This is True Capitalist Radio. I'm freaking giving you free money out here. Anyway, with that being said, let's get to Monero. The symbol on Monero is XMR. The current market capitalization for Monero is $1.7 billion. This is in the billions. I'm telling you, you people out here that are cryptocurrency, it's a scam. This is real money. Anyway, 1.7 billion in market capitalization. The current price for Monero is, get this, man. I mean, when I was covering this and I said that, hey, look, this is still a potential decent buy. And listen, every crypto I cover because I think that it has potential, and it has increased potential, it has long-term potential, or it's hot for the time being. Either way, Monero, I think it's more of hot for the time being. And it has generously raised. It was about into the $80 range last week when I covered it. Today, Monero is $113.15 per Monero cryptocurrency. The current circulating supply for Monero is 15,327,496 Monero in circulation. And in the past 24 hours, Monero is going up, for Christ's sake, 12.82% increase in the past 24 hours, man. I mean, good God! 12.82. Unbelievable. Let's get to Ethereum Classic, folks. Ethereum Classic, the symbol for Ethereum Classic is ETC. Now, once again, for you folks that are just beginning in cryptocurrency, the Ethereum Classic was a consequence of a hard fork. And for whenever you hear the term hard fork in cryptocurrency, it means that the cryptocurrency is going to kind of upgrade the blockchain because of maybe things that need to be upgraded, kinks in the blockchain that need to be worked out, etc. So what happens to the old blockchain when they upgrade it to the new one? Well, they create a whole new coin for it. And Ethereum Classic is the coin for the old blockchain from the original Ethereum. Now, the same thing happened to Bitcoin, and it's going to happen again here this month, folks. I don't mean to be jumping off into two different cryptos here, but I just want to let y'all know what hard forking means. And it means that Bitcoin, a few months back, had a hard fork. What it meant is that the old blockchain was going to be upgraded to a new blockchain, which is now the current blockchain running. The old blockchain was then turned into a new cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Gold. Bitcoin Gold. So whenever you hear the term that a hard fork is coming to a cryptocurrency, that's when you may want to eyeball that cryptocurrency for a potential play on the short term, because as you saw last week, when people were anticipating or are anticipating the hard fork for Bitcoin in November, this month, you saw Bitcoin almost go up to $8,000. Why? Because anybody who owns Bitcoin is going to obviously keep their Bitcoin. Their blockchain is just going to be upgraded, and the old blockchain will be what's coming up. Bitcoin Gold will be the new coin cultivated out of the hard fork of Bitcoin in November. So with that being said, all right, with that being said, let's just continue going. That's why I wanted to talk about what hard forks were, because Ethereum Classic is a consequence of that. Now, Ethereum Classic, ETC, all right, the current market capitalization for Ethereum Classic is $1.3 billion market capitalization. The current price for Ethereum Classic, and let me tell you, Ethereum was seeing a massive run upwards towards the downfall of last week's contraction. And the reason that we saw this run on Ethereum Classic was because it was added to the wallet system of Exodus. And if you folks don't know what Exodus is, it's a great wallet, very easy for folks that don't really understand crypto. It's a wallet that you can hold a plethora of different coins in one wallet. It's got an integrated trading system within the wallet for you to exchange crypto within your wallet. Very convenient, very easy for folks. Just look it up. Look up Exodus Digital Wallet, Exodus Crypto Wallet. You should be able to find it. Very good system. They added it, Ethereum Classic, to their wallet system, and I believe that was the major increase last week. If you take a look at the chart for Ethereum Classic, current price right now $13.93. Now, because we saw an increase last week when we saw the contraction in the altcoins, obviously we're going to see some red in this coin, and that's exactly what we're seeing. But before we get there, the current circulating supply for Ethereum Classic is 97,257,388 Ethereum Classic coin in circulation. And in the past 24 hours, Ethereum Classic has gone down 1.28% decrease in the past 24 hours. Now, let's go ahead and get to a coin that I have a big vested interest in, and many in the inner circle do. We personally believe this is the next Bitcoin of Asia, in my personal view. I mean, we've done some diligent research. The folks that actually create this coin seem to have the inside track with not just the Asian markets in Korea and the other Asian countries, but China specifically. I'm just very, very... Something has me believing that the people of Quantum have an inside track with China that they are not necessarily divulging, in my view, and I'm sure there's a lot of factors for that. But either way, this is one of my personal favorite coins for the long term, folks. Quantum, the symbol on Quantum is QTUM. Once again, the symbol is QTUM. Now, I was telling everybody about this particular cryptocurrency that I particularly like it. It's a good buy in the long term. It has seen some nice increases since I suggested it, folks. All right, the current market capitalization for Quantum is $881,557,511 market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Quantum is 73,647,244 Quantum in circulation. Now, the interesting thing about Quantum is it's a proof of stake. It's a proof of stake coin, meaning the more Quantum you own, the more Quantum you'll get, similar to Ethereum. And they are currently paying the proof of stake as we speak. All you have to do is purchase Quantum and then have it sitting in your Quantum Ignition wallet. Leave your Quantum Ignition wallet on, and you are actually being paid your proof of stake based on the amount of Quantum is in your possession. So with that being said, that's another interesting reason that I have not brought up in the past on why this is a decent deal in the long term. Okay, now, unlike other unlike other coins where you have to mine the coins, these have already been mined, and now they're in the proof of stake process. So the more that you own, all right, the more that you own, the more you're going to get as a proof of stake participant. Now, when I talked about Quantum, it was at about $9.80 when I talked about it, and I said it was a good buy. Today, folks, and that was like on Friday, and I said it again on Monday. Quantum today is at $12, all right? $12. A percentage increase of 7.80%. Come and get some. I'm just planting seeds. I tried to tell you. Let's continue going, folks. Once again, I personally believe that this is a good long-term hold here, in my view. Quantum, we've only seen the beginning of this coin. I mean, this coin, just do the research yourself. The development team is in serious business. They already have a Google Play wallet out for this particular coin. They're sending satellites into space. I'm not joking. Look up the research for yourself. This is one of the only coins that I've seen on the market that's actually doing what they say they're going to do, because you got a lot of coins out here that say they're going to do a lot of crap but haven't really done anything. So that's why I'm suggesting it, folks. Anyway, let's go to another couple of coins that I have not covered that I'm covering now because they have gotten a little bit of chatter within the cryptocurrency world. And this one that I'm going to cover is very interesting. It's called OMSGO. OMSGO, and the symbol on OMSGO is OMG. Now, the reason I'm covering this one, folks, is because throughout the past, I would say 2 to 3 months, you had a whole bunch of chatter about this particular coin for a lot of different reasons that I don't really want to get into. But since yours truly tries to keep up with the markets and tries to keep up specifically in cryptocurrency, you got to keep up with the word. You know, you got to go into cryptocurrency chat rooms and forum posts and see what these guys are talking about. This was the coin they're talking about, and I am not an investor in it, but I'm covering it because many in the inner circle were, and I'm sure they're heel kicking today because it has taken a tremendous jump. All right? OMSGO, symbol OMG, current market capitalization is $799,791,833 market capitalization. The current price for OMSGO is $7.64 per OMSGO cryptocurrency. The current circulating supply for OMSGO is 102,042,000. In the past 24 hours, get this, man, get this, OMSGO has gone up 20.36% increase on the day. 20.36% increase. Now, what is making this increase? I have no idea. The chart doesn't give any kind of signaling of this particular wave, so your guess is as good as mine, but I have to cover it because it has gotten a lot of chatter within the cryptocurrency world. Let me get to another one, folks. I want to get to another new coin here that I'm getting to because, once again, more chatter in the cryptocurrency world. I'm talking about LISK. LISK, folks, that's symbol LSK. Now, what's happening with this coin right now is going to be a whole rebranding process, a whole renaming process, etc., to LISK coin. I think that they're going to try to do something in a marketing ploy in an attempt to try to bolster more investment, and I think that's pretty positive to those that are either holding LISK or those in the cryptocurrency community. So as a result, this is one that must be covered here. LISK, symbol LSK, current market capitalization is $168 in market capitalization. That's 691 mil. The current price for LISK is $6.03 per LISK coin. The current circulating supply for LISK is 114,622,875 LISK coins in circulation. In the past 24 hours, folks, LISK has gone up 17.33% increase in the past 24-hour period. So once again, whenever you start hearing some chatter in the cryptocurrency spheres of communication on the internet, I think that you should kind of maybe factor that in an investment, in my personal view. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to Zcash, folks. Of course, I've liked Zcash. As a matter of fact, Zcash is probably a very attractive mineable coin at this point. And there's a lot of factors for the reason I like Zcash. First and foremost, low circulation. Secondly, you've got J.P. Morgan and Wall Street personally invested in this coin. They've made it very, very clear. I mean, they made it public that they are investing in Zcash. And in my personal view, when you got Wall Street putting their money where their mouth is, there's got to be something to that smoke. There's got to be fire there somewhere. And I've liked Zcash ever since I started covering crypto, and this was before the whole JP Morgan investment, because, like I said, it's a brand new coin. It is very, very early in the stages of mining, and I think that there's some very, very attractive profit to be made in Zcash. I don't think that we've seen the last of Zcash. I think that right now, at the current prices, you could potentially see double or more within the next 6 to 8 months, possibly 12 months, because you can't really calculate or speculate exacts on these markets because these markets are unregulated. I mean, they're fickle. I mean, there's no, people can trade on a whim, and as we've learned from these really sharp up and down spikes in the entire crypto market itself, these investors, are bullish. I mean, with all due respect, whenever they see a little bit of a downturn, they're like, oh my God, I gotta sell! So anyway, with that being said, let's get to Zcash. And I think it's a good mineable play too, folks. If for all those folks that are out there that don't understand what mining is, let me do a brief mining little explanation. Mining is that you get some computing devices, specifically that have high-powered graphics cards in your computers. If you have high graphics cards, you could be able to mine tonight and be able to utilize your computer to mine coins. Now, what's mining? Mining means that if you decide to put your computer on to mine, let's say, Zcash, well, what your computer is doing while you're on and attempting to mine Zcash is acting as a computing device to be able to complete the transactions within the blockchain of Zcash. For instance, whenever there's some transaction from one person to another, if they're sending Zcash from one person to another, there has to be some computing mechanisms within that sending process to be able to not only signify that those funds were actually even transferred, but to actually fulfill the transaction itself. And that's where miners come in. Miners come in because they keep their computers on and act as a computing and problem-solving and transaction completing network to complete these transactions. And every time a computing device completes a cryptocurrency transaction, the computing device specifically who solves the transaction or completes the transaction gets a small piece of cryptocurrency for mining, so to speak. You understand? So that's what mining is. You're basically utilizing your own computing device, your own energy, power, etc., so that you can be a computer on the network of whatever cryptocurrency you're mining and be able to allow the cryptocurrency to have transactions, send crypto back and forth, etc. And because you're on there as a miner, each time your computing device specifically solves a transaction or completes a transaction, you get a small piece of cryptocurrency. That is mining, my friends, okay? Now, with that being said, I know I told you that you could use your own graphics cards, you can use your own computing devices to be able to mine these coins. There's a lot of pros and cons with that. I particularly don't like it. Many people in the inner circle have mixed views on physical mining because whatever's the hot and highest hash rate based hardware as it pertains to mining today, within like 6 months it's going to be jack crap. And you're going to end up having hardware that you're either going to have to upgrade or you're going to have to sell and buy a completely new system, etc. It is a very, very complicated, to say the least, situation as it pertains to mining. I mean, some people do it. I'm not saying that no one's successful at doing it. I'm just saying, if you're a tech person that always wants to fiddle around with, hash rates and, potential problems, overheating problems, I mean, there's just all kinds of problems with mining. Me personally, folks, I've been saying this ever since April and May. I mean, I personally, folks, utilize a third-party system to mine my coins, folks. All right, and I've been promoting this, these coin miners since April. Everyone who actually invested and got a decent contract from these individuals, they are already have paid themselves back, and they're already profiting. Everybody who bought a mining contract in April and May are already profiting and making generous profits on the mining. And what it means is you just basically lease out for 2 years. You get a contract of a specific mining device located, co-located in third party somewhere else, and you buy hash power based upon that computing device, and you get deposits every single day in your cryptocurrency wallet for 2 years. I mean, I've got about 3 or 4 contracts. I know many people in the inner circle have the same thing. This is serious business. This is legit. Let me go ahead and gab it out, folks, for all you folks that are interested in potential third-party contracting mining. Very simple, very easy. You just sign the contract, make the contract, buy the contract, and then you just start watching your cryptocurrency wallet get daily payments each day. It's freaking great. No hassles, no worries, no worrying about overheating computing devices, overheating graphics cards, electric bills, none of that stuff. So go ahead and check out my Gab right now if you want to check out what it is to do mining from a third party. Very easy, and I think it's probably the best way to mine in my personal view. Unless you're kind of techie and you like that kind of stuff, well, then I think this is the way to do it. Anyway, let me get to a couple more coins, and then we're going to get to the stock markets here. Folks, I did cover a cryptocurrency, I think it was maybe Monday. I suggested SALT. For you folks that are unaware, SALT, this is S-A-L-T, SALT. It's a decent cryptocurrency, very young. I think we got a lot of bag holders here, even at these prices. When I suggested this particular cryptocurrency, it was at about $2.50. Today, let's go ahead and get to it. SALT, S-A-L-T, is the symbol. Okay. The current market capitalization is $164,881,574 million. The current price for SALT is $3.53. $3.53. If you would have just entertained it back this past Monday, and thrown like $200 in it, you'd be heel kicking. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, current circulating supply for SALT is 46,751,837 SALT cryptocurrency in circulation. In the past 24 hours, SALT has gone up 13.01% increase in 24 hours, baby. Serious gains, baby. Serious gains. Now, folks, let me tell you about this one, and then we're going to move on to the stock market. What did I tell you about Genosis this past Monday? Huh? That symbol, G-N-O. What did I tell you? I said that we were at a serious low on this one, all right? We were at a serious low, and that this was a cryptocurrency to entertain, because at these lows, not only is it going to bounce back based on the price, because there's a lot of bag holders, but by God, these bag holders that are holding the bag are certainly not going to sell off when it gets below $58, which was the price of this particular cryptocurrency this past Monday. This past Monday, Genosis, when I suggested it as a buy, was $58. Let's go ahead and get to Genosis right now and see how much it is, folks, okay? Genosis, symbol G-N-O, All right, the current market capitalization for Genosis is $80,306,896 in market capitalization. The current circulating supply, and this is why this is such a high-priced cryptocurrency, current circulating supply is 1,104,590 Genosis in circulation. 1.1 million. And if I'm not mistaken, this is also another proof of stake coin as well. So, folks, with that being said, when I suggested this as a buy this past Monday, when I said it was at an all-time low and it was at $58, I was not kidding. Today, folks, the current price is $72.70. All right? Yes, I'm telling you, I'm just giving away money. I mean, that's what I've done on True Capitalist Radio for the past 10 years. I've been giving away money. $72.70, folks. If you would have bought, a couple of them, 3, 4, 5 of them, 10 of them, you'd be up 18.3% on your money, at least in the past 24 hours. Probably more than that, but given the past 24 hours, you'd be up 18.03% on your money. All right? And there you go. That's it. That's cryptocurrency markets, folks. All right, there you go. And I hope that you folks seriously consider look, even if you don't understand the whole cryptocurrency mumbo-jumbo, just get a cryptocurrency wallet and figure out how to obtain cryptocurrency and hoard it. All right? Just hoard it. Ask all the people who hoarded Bitcoin in 2010 and 2011 that woke up in 2017 and are seeing $8,000 Bitcoin. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me get to the stock markets, folks. I know that the market hour is getting longer and longer because, cryptocurrency, it's serious business, man. It's serious business. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the markets because we have to cover this because once again, as I stated last Monday, I suggested that there was going to be a contraction prior to Donald Trump coming into office because we have had an over-speculated market for a long time, and I told you the reason is because Barack Obama bailed out Wall Street. And Wall Street basically propped up the freaking stock market during one of the worst American economies in modern history, okay? Props up the market because why? Well, Barack Obama bailed him out. That's why. And that's why if you take a listen to the broadcast prior to the election of Donald Trump, I was concerned about a potential major contraction, all right, based upon the fact that there was no basis for the types of index levels that we were seeing at that particular time. There were no earnings to justify the increases that we were seeing in the stock market. There were no forecasts of decent earnings that were foreseeing that were justifying the high indices in the stock markets. There was nothing. It was crap. It was crap. So with that being said, I was rather concerned, folks, because I have seen crashes before, all right? I've been around for a long time. Now, with that being said, I was concerned first and foremost that eventually Wall Street would just pull the rug from under us and all of us would be just sitting there holding the bag. That's what I was concerned about. Because as I stated, folks, there's not that many independent investors in the stock market. The majority of the stock market is being controlled by fund managers, mutual fund managers, hedge fund managers, these big, huge, billion-dollar money managers. So they're the ones in control of the stock market. So I was concerned they may pull the rug right from under us. Well, now that Donald Trump is in power, the first concerns I was concerned about as it pertained to the economy was that the Federal Reserve was going to pull the rug from under Trump because all they had to do to literally get rid of 40% of the damn stock market's worth is raise interest rates 5 points, 6 points, and just watch the damn stock market go tumbling down 30 or 40% as a whole. But now that you've got Donald Trump making America great again and implementing these badass policies, the market, first off, has not been able to contract from the over-pumping of the market during the Obama administration, the over-speculation. And because we haven't contracted from that over-speculation, and now the market is now reacting to all the good news that's coming out of Trump's America. I mean, we have the lowest unemployment since the year 2000, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, we got 1.25 million people off welfare, and we got them put back to work. I mean, every industry is seeing increases in profits. I mean, we've got more companies coming back to America to invest in our country. I mean, I can go on and on. It's only been 1 year. Only been 1 year, baby. Winning. And how is the Wall Street investor supposed to react to such good news? Well, they're going to react appropriately, which is what we've been seeing thus far. And that's why I said on Monday, in my opinion, folks, I am changing my bearish perspective on this market, and I am bullish on the stock market. And I said it on Monday, I am bullish on this stock market for at least the next 4 quarters. At least the next 4 quarters. Are you kidding me? I mean, if we were going to see some negativity, we would have saw it in this quarter when we started seeing earnings coming out. And when earnings came out, as a whole, we've been seeing a bunch of positivity, with the exception of Snapchat. For you folks that remember, I was dissing the fact that Snapchat even had an IPO and that it was even able to raise, I don't know how many billions of dollars in the stock market. What is it selling? I'm telling you, you better watch tech, all right? Keep your eye on tech. I'm a little eerie on tech. Dow Jones Industrial, bullish. I think about a good 50% of the S&P stocks I'm bullish. Everything else, I'm very tentative. Very tentative. Let's go ahead and get to the markets, folks. All right, let's get to the stock markets. All right, Dow Jones Industrials, once again, all-time highs. We're in the new Trump America, baby. Winning! Let's go ahead and get to it. The Dow Jones Industrial was up today 6.13 points, even though it looked kind of negative today. And I want to be honest, we did see some negativity in yesterday's markets, and the reason was because of the apprehension and the jailing of Prince Walid of Saudi Arabia. Lest we forget, Prince Walid has a considerable amount of investments in Wall Street. Citibank, he owns the majority stake in Twitter. This guy owns some media. He owns a bunch of stuff, and he is now in jail. He's been thrown in jail by his own royal family, so that should tell you a lot. And we'll talk about Saudi Arabia later. We talked about it last time. We'll talk about it again later. But that spooked the markets for sure because, that's a considerable amount of investment that, Wall Street doesn't know what's going to happen. But now that the royal family assured that just because the assets of Walid and other princes that have been apprehended in the Saudi Arabian purge, just because they've been apprehended, there's not going to be a massive sell-off of stocks, so don't worry. We're just going to keep the stocks here. We're holding them. Don't worry. So now we've found a rebound on these stock markets today. A percentage increase today on the Dow, 0.03, closing out the Dow at 23,563.36 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Good God! And as I stated, the reason I'm bullish is not only are we seeing positive 3% GDP growth for the past 3 quarters. Not just because of positive economic data. Folks, we are in uncharted territory with these all-time highs. And with that being said, that means that everyone right now who's holding stock is not holding the bag. I mean, unless you're in one of these bad stocks or something, but as a whole, the majority of stockholders today are not holding the bag on anything. Everyone is profiting. It's all uncharted territory. I mean, that's why I'm bullish on the Dow and on at least 50% of the stocks in the S&P for the next 4 quarters. I'm serious. I am not bearish. I'm taking the bull by the horns on this one, baby. Anyway, let's get to the S&P 500 since we're talking about it. S&P 500, it was up 3.74 points, a percentage increase of 0.14% increase on the day, closing out the S&P at 2,594.38 points for the S&P 500. Let's go ahead and get to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is up 21.33 points, a percentage increase of 0.32%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,789.12 points. I mean, good God! Keep an eye on that, man. I'm not bullish on the NASDAQ. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am not bullish on the tech sector. That's my personal opinion. All right? I think you're talking about overinflation. With the exception of the mega tech giants, the majority of the tech stocks in this freaking sector are crap. All right? That's just the bottom line of it. All you people that are owning tech stocks thinking that they're going to be something, good luck. All right? Good luck. Anyway, let's get to some quick commodities here, folks, and then I'm going to go on to some Gab Shout Outs. Let's get to energy. Now, folks, what did I tell you about oil? That we were going to see an increase in oil, considering that we had Prince Al Walid, and the skirmishes in Saudi Arabia and the purges, and now you're seeing a lot of saber rattling in the Middle East. What I prognosticated, a potential war between Saudi Arabia and Iran, which I called last year. So yeah, I mean, this is where we're at now. Considering the fact that we're having destabilization in the Middle East, we have found that there are a tremendous amount of reserves that could potentially offset any kind of disruption in production, which is why you see a very skewed chart today in WTI sweet crude. And if you take a look at the chart, you're like, what? Well, that was because the market reacted to the fact that even though there may be potential, maybe potential troubles in the production of crude in the Arabian producing oil states, there's still enough reserve to go around. So everything's all right. So with that being said, even though we're at 2-year highs right now with oil, it's coming back down a little bit because of those reserves being announced. So let's go ahead and get some oil news. WTI sweet crude is up 9 cents, a percentage increase of 0.16%, closing out WTI at $56.90 per barrel of WTI sweet crude oil. Brent crude is up 9 cents, a percentage increase of 0.14%, closing out Brent crude at $63.58 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline is up modestly, 0.40%. Natural gas is down. It is down 0.47%. We saw a tremendous increase for the past couple of days in natural gas. And what have I told you about that commodity? It's either feast or famine with natural gas, baby. We got heating oil up 0.11%. As a matter of fact, you may want to check out heating oil now that we're seeing this Arctic cold front come in to the United States. You may want to take a look at that for a potential short situation. And what I mean, I didn't mean shorting in the sense of going against the price, like shorting. I mean a short-term play. You could see some potential short-term profits in heating oil, and that's how you make money in these types of commodities. If you don't technically trade commodity contracts, you can make an ETF play on heating oil. You may want to do your own research on that, but it is something to look forward to every year. Whenever it gets cold, heating oil is always in demand, baby. Let's get to precious metals. Let's get to the metals. Let's get to the goddamn metals. We've got gold down modestly today. It was actually up earlier, down because of the increases in the stock market, man. I mean, it was the stock market was pretty much down throughout the whole day until this late day rally, and I think it had a lot to do with Saudi Arabia reassuring investors, and not to mention the royal carpet that China has rolled out for President Trump into his visit to China. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm sure the market has reacted very positively to that, and typically when people are invested in metals, they're doing it as a safety play, and people seem a little safer, so that's why you're seeing nothing but red in metals. Gold is down $1.80, a percentage decrease of 0.14%, closing out gold at $1,281.90 per troy ounce of gold. Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. I know we're kind of running backwards on time, but the financial hour is important because I'm trying to create capitalists out here. I'm trying to create capitalists. That's what I'm trying to do. But before we get into anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around. Now, spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Or excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm still on old episode Ghost. I'm sorry. Strike that from the record. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all right? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, all right? That's when we're live, all right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we've actually got some pretty positive views here. As it pertains to the new time slot. I mean, I like it. Other people like it. We're getting more hits. We're getting more listens. So we're going to kind of, we're going to kind of keep it for the time being, okay? And we're going to see how it goes. So once again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all right, is when we're live, 6:30 p.m. And you can get to us at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, my only social media. All right, you can get there by typing in your browser, gab.ai. That's gab.ai. And you can follow me on there at Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now that we got all that out of the way, let me get through these commodities, and then we're going to go ahead and get to Gab Shout Outs. Silver right now is down 8 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.46%. Closing out silver at $17.06. Copper is up 20 cents, a percentage increase of 0.06%. And platinum is down 0.16%. My apologies, folks, for you folks that want to actually listen to the agriculture coverage of the markets, but we are just completely out of time. But hey, it's necessary. I think it's absolutely necessary because money talks, baby. Anyway, hey, engineer, do we have any Gab shout-outs by any chance? All right, well, we've got some Gab shout-outs. Now, if you want a Gab shout-out, all you have to do right now is repost the post that states, True Capitalist Radio now live. If you want a Gab shout-out, all you have to do is repost the post that states, True Capitalist Radio now live. And I will give you a Gab shout-out right here, right now. And before we get to Gab shout-outs, I'd like to remind everybody, we've got True Capitalist Radio swag in the house. right? I'm not joking around. And for you folks that are unaware about the True Capitalist Radio swag, we've got T-shirts and mugs. It's awesome. All right. If you like the show, you want to support the show, I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and gab that right now. All right, right there, you can click on that particular link, True Capitalist Radio swag. I just gabbed it right now. Click on that link and you can hook it up with some True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. Represent that you're a capitalist, baby. You're a capitalist and making money is what you do. Represent, baby. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Gab Shout Outs right now. Woo! All right, who do we got here? Devin Machine Gun Kelly. Man, you sick son of a... Already? Damn it! God, already? Devin Machine Gun... Just shut up. Just shut up already, man. Good God. It's too soon. Give me the freaking mic. It's too soon, man. Oh, there's Pickle Trump. Oh, that's fresh, you stupid moron. What's up to Norwegian Capitalist? True Autistic Radio. Oh, that's fresh. That's just great. That's great. Who the hell else do we have going on over here? 1 year of Trump wins. You're damn right 1 year Trump wins. What's up to the Just Workman? Who else? A bald ghost here. Yeah, oh, 9,000% bald. Yeah, shut up. I'm not bald. I'm not bald, you stupid morons. The Texas Mortys. Jesus Christ. True Autistic Radio. Yeah, no kidding. Tohu Coin, you morons. Shut up, Tohu Coin. Harvey Ghosting. Yeah, real funny, you stupid morons. Who the hell else do we got? We got Cucumber Ghost. What the hell is up with you idiots and phallic-shaped foods? Huh? Is that what they incepted in you in that goddamn cartoon? Little phallic-shaped foods to shove up your pooper? Huh? Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we have here, man? We got Wheat Beer is best beer. No Country for Bald Goat. Shut up about the bald crap, all right? What's up to the best monster? What's going on? Who the hell else do we got going on over here? And shut up about the bald garbage. Pause in my schnoz. Pause it. Jesus Christ. Freaking stupid, man. You people are getting stupid with this crap. Pause in my schnoz. Oh, jeez, man. I mean, this is what I get. Every time, folks, I'm just trying to make the show a little bit interactive, and this is what I get every time, every goddamn time. Give me the freaking mic. Jesus Christ. Look at Rogaine for Ghost. Yeah, shut up! You know what? I need a beer, for Christ's sake. You see this? You see? You people are driving me to drink! You people out there are driving me to drink. It's your fault! Give me the freaking... Give me... Got a freaking ice chest here, boy. I got an ice chest right here, and you know what? Hey, engineer, I really appreciate you hooking up the ice chest. All right, you know, I may give you a raise. I'm not sure yet, all right? I don't know, maybe we'll give you, how about a free 99-cent lunch every day or something? Maybe we can get you one of those 99-cent burgers or something. You like that? All right. Thank you, by the way. I'm drinking some beer out of a can here. I'm not saying the beer. As a matter of fact, if you happen to be a beer company and you having looking for some sponsor? We need a beer sponsor. I'd love some free beer. I'd love some more beer. So let me get the goddamn beer going on. Jesus Christ, man. People are driving me to drink, man, I'm telling you. And look, if you were thinking about being like some kind of a streamer or some kind of a podcaster, don't be interactive like I am. You're asking for trouble. I mean, y'all are listening to this crap. Anyway, we're changing it up now. Now what I'm doing is, if you have to like the Gab post that states True Capitalist Radio now live. If you like that Gab post, I will give you a Gab shout out right here, right now, live on the broadcast. Who else do we got here? We got, the Yellow Rick of Texas, asshole. We got Christina G in the place. Requiem for a Wig. Look, asshole, I'm not bald. Shut up about that crap. Shut up. 10 years of mostly spent not doing the show. What the hell does that mean? What are you talking about? I've got over 2,000 hours. I got almost 2,000 hours of broadcasting under my belt. What are you talking about? You ungrateful prick. Are y'all hearing this crap? Good God. Look, give Oberman a beating already. Yeah, well, you know what? No comment on that one. I hate Keith Oberman, by the way. Give me a freaking break. Now he's trying to look all smug with his dumbass little hipster glasses and thinking, yeah, be a part of the resistance, dude. Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. I give you a bitch slap in a bar and you'd be calling the cops, crying like the bitch you are, boy. I'd stop a mud hole in your fruity ass, kick it dry, and then take a dirty yellow bubbly piss in it, boy, and all you do is look back at me with a yellow smile about it, Keith Oberman. That's all you do, boy. Stupid idiot. What is this? Huffing Aussie pickle shit poster. What the hell does that mean, for Christ's sake? Time Warner crash, LOL. Ghost stole Trump's toupee. Like, you shut up. First of all, Trump is not bald, all right? And secondly, I'm not bald. I'm not bald, you assholes. Good God, man. Oh, good Lord. Give me the freaking... You people are being pricks. Oh, my God. Hole in 26. Hole in 26. Man, you idiots are macabre, man. You understand that? You're macabre. You're macabre assholes, man. And if you don't understand what the word macabre is, well, then why don't you go chew on a meat bag of a kebab, you fruit bowl? Give me the mic. Give me the mic. You migrant mouth-hugging pieces of Leslie Jones-eating, butt-dart-playing, feminine penis-loving pieces of pickle-up-the-ass-having crap! Jesus! I'm telling you, you guys are. I'm gonna stop this here if you keep this goddamn garbage up. I'm not even joking. What's going on to Supa? How you doing, Supa? Who else do we have here? We got Raiden Snake. Who else do we have here? I'm not saying that name. What's going on to Spark Synapse? We got Hank Hill. Hair today, ghost tomorrow. Hair today, ghost. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. Look, I'm sick and tired of the bone joke. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. one more bald joke, I'm freaking ending the broadcast. Do you understand that? One more bald joke and I'm ending the broadcast. Give me the freaking mic. I'm not joking, you assholes. All right, just test me, all right? Texas beer glass massacre. Hey, assholes, that's not funny, man. I actually broke a goddamn beer glass trying to talk some sense into you people last Monday. And it was my freaking favorite glass. You son of a bitch. Jeez, you hear these ungrateful assholes, man? Anyway, we got John Wiley. Who else do we got there? We got... I'm not saying that stupid name, you sick bastard. Happy Boulder Friday. Happy Boulder Friday? Boulder Friday. Man, that's it. That's it. That's it. And look, here's another one. Left wigs in pause holes. Left wigs in pause holes. Good. I'm not going to say it again. I am not bald. Shut up with that crap. I'm not bald. I'm done. Give me the mic. I'm done with this Gab Shout Out crap. You all can go shove your goddamn Gab Shout Outs right up your shit funnels. All right? You're going to think I'm bald. All right? You're going to think I'm bald. Let's shove it up your ass. Hey, what the hell is this? Somebody Look, shut up. Somebody just re-gabbed me that stress makes you bald. Stress makes you bald. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock! Shut up about the bald crap! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I don't want to hear anything else about being bald! I don't want to hear anything else about this, man. I'm not joking. Shut up, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic! I need a drink, man. I need a freaking drink. I'm sitting over here trying to broadcast. I'm giving you people free money, for Christ's sake. I'm basically giving you free money, man. Spending time writing production notes. Writing production notes here. And what is this? Low raises equals Jewish host. Look, shut up, all right? All right, okay, what, you think that buying a 99-cent burger is too cheap for the engineer? All right, I'll buy you a bean and cheese taco, engineer, all right? All right? All right. Anyway, I'm going to calm down. You know, I've actually learned now that if I get a little too hyper and I get, you know, people are going to piss you off, man. You know, and the world's going to come at you. Just get, you know, sometimes you feel like breaking stuff. And what I've learned is you got to sing a song. You know, you got to sing a song, and that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm not going to let you idiots get to me here. So, and next time I get mad, I'm going to sing a song. And you know, the song I'm going to sing, I don't really care. Just shut up. All of you, just shut up. All of you, just shut up. And stop posting Rogang at me. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. They're posting Rogaine ads at me. Oh my God. And did you just make my avatar bald? You asshole! You asshole! No! They just made my avatar bald! They took the freaking cowboy hat off of my avatar! not paying attention to Gab anymore. You all can go shove it up your asses, man. All right? I'm not sad. Screw you. Yeah, my goddamn drink. I'm not paying attention to these freaks anymore, man. Got more important things to talk about out here. I mean, I've got production notes. Do you understand? I got production notes here. Good God, where the hell was I at, engineer, for Christ's sake? All right, I just got done with the markets. I had this ridiculous goddamn Gab Shout Out fiasco. Now, let me just calm down. Let me sing a song. Let me sing some Billy Preston. Let me calm down. Hold on, folks. Give me a minute here. Hold on. I got a song, I ain't got no melody. Yeah. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Oh, I ain't got no song, I ain't got no melody. Oh, I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Will it go round in circle? All right, I feel better now. That actually works. That actually works. That actually freaking works, man. You know, that actually freaking works. Hold on just a second. I just saw Gab again. Did you just make Donald Trump bald? And me bald? Stop besmirching my president! Don't you dare besmirch my president! Look at my Gab! Check out my Gab! Look at my Gab! I had just calmed down. For Christ's sake. Give me the freaking money. Look, I'm not... Take the Gab off my screen, engineer. Take it off! Yes, sir. Good God. Will it go round in a circle? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? All right. Jesus Christ, man. I don't even know why I do this show, man. I'm not even joking, man. I got no respect around here. I'm giving people millions of dollars of information. I'm prognosticating political and economic and world events, and nobody could give a crap. I gotta keep drinking beer. As a matter of fact, I need more beer because of these assholes, man. I need more beer. I need a drink because of you stupid jerks, man. Jesus Christ. Man, I'm not joking, man. I'm serious. I mean, this is what you people are driving me to do. It's your fault. Anyway, let me move on, folks. I'm sorry, but look, I try to give people a little bit of a little bit of interaction time, you know, with the Gab and all this crap, and this is what they do. This is what they do. And I don't get it. I don't want to get it, all right? For those folks that are actually listening for the content and the substance, my apologies, man. But, man, I don't want to. You just look in the archive. I've been suffering from these assholes for 10 years, man. Let's get to President Trump news, all right? That'll get us all into some good news and in some good spirits. Get us in a good frame of mind. All right, let's talk a little bit about President Trump. It has been 1 year since Donald Trump was elected the President of the United States of America. And what a glorious night it was. Do you all remember that, folks? Do you all remember that, man? That was a beautiful day, baby. All right? And let me tell you, they thought, these stupid little hipsters and all these Hillary people thought that it was in the bag, and they were in complete shock when Donald Trump took the presidency, baby. And it's been great ever since. It's been making America great again ever since, baby. And I'm loving every minute of it. Yes! 1 year since we, the United States, said hell no to all this socialist garbage that Barack Obama and the Democrats shoved down our throats. 1 year. And by God, if you want my personal opinion, I think Barack Obama should be thrown in prison for the kamikaze job that he did to America. Now, I don't want to go off on a rant on Obama here, but I would like to remind everybody, especially my black contingent that listens to the broadcast, that prior to Obama, black folk as a whole were actually doing fairly well, even in the lower end impoverished brackets of society. I mean, let's take a rewind back in time from about 1999 to about 2007. If you take a look at urban hip-hop and rap and the imagery of that particular time, what was it? It was all bling-bling. It was all gold teeth, gold grills, big-ass chains. It was all that. And folks, and I'm sure black folks that are listening to me probably can concur with this, when you went to an urban or a rap event or a nightclub, it wasn't like it is today, where it's a potential death sentence or a potential robbery or a potential beating session, because everyone back then was making money. I mean, if you went to black clubs back in 1999 to 2006, 2007, black folks were trying to shine, baby. They were trying to show off. They were trying to floss. They were buying the gold chains. They were buying the gold grills. They were riding on Cadillacs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember it. I remember it very vividly. I mean, take a look at the hip-hop at the time, baby. I mean, take a look at the Cash Money Millionaires. All right? I can go on and take a look at Mike Jones, and Pow Wow, and all those folk, man. I mean, it was an emphasis of capitalism. It was an emphasis of opulence. It was an emphasis of extravagance, of living lavish. Now, what happened? Barack Obama came into power. That's what happened. And what most black folk don't understand, and I can't understand it for the life of me, but what most black folk don't understand is that Barack Obama literally did what white supremacists have been begging or figuring out how to do. Now, once again, let's take a trip one more time to 1999 to 2007. All the rap music, all the imagery was all about success, chains, bling bling, gold teeth, making money, etc. Then came Obama. What did Obama do to literally rearrange this whole situation that the blacks were accepting at the time? Well, folks, he basically, through his policies, told black women that, hey, black women, why don't you go and do your thing and have as many children as you want, okay? And for each child that you have, I'm going to pay you this amount of money, baby, every single month. And oh yeah, if the child happens to be sick, happens to be disabled, the more money you going to get. Okay? And oh yeah, by the way, you can't have the baby daddy around. Okay? If you want this Obama money, if you want this Obama phone, if you want all this Obama cash, baby, you can't have baby daddy in the picture. And what happened within the span of 8 years of this asshole being president? Black folk went from having pride and integrity and wanting to floss and wanting to show off gold chains, gold teeth, to complete and utter savagery and complete and utter primitive poverty. and primitive, violent mentalities. I mean, now you can't go to a black club. I mean, even if you're black, you can't go to a black club without genuinely risking yourself from being jumped, getting your ass kicked, potentially getting robbed, and goddamn, if you're white, you sure as hell can't go to no damn black club anymore, because Barack Obama, what he did is he created the environment of poverty for black people for the past 8 years by paying black women to have children in mass without having the baby daddy in the picture. And what happened to the baby daddy? Well, the baby daddy is forced to pay child support for these children, right? Well, what happened with Obama? Obama outpriced unskilled labor, which is most of the situations of these black babies. Their daddies don't have a lot of education, so they're forced to get unskilled labor. But unfortunately, Barack Obama passed Obamacare, which outpriced them out of the market of unskilled labor. So with that being said, the black folk, what did they do for 8 years? Because of the situation and the policies of the Democrats and the goddamn freaking Obama, the supposed black president, they were all forced to go into poverty, state welfare. I mean, take a look at the baby daddies that were thrown out. What happened? They got child support on them, and because they got outpriced out of the market for unskilled labor, they were unemployed. And they were unemployed for good amounts of years of the child's life. So that means they owe back child support. And if they can't pay back child support, what happens? They go to jail! They go to jail! And this is your black president, black folk! This is what your black president did! I'm a white man telling you this, and I say that son of a bitch should be thrown in jail for that! He should be thrown in jail for that! Anyway, I don't mean to go off on that tirade, folks. But I remember black folk weren't all a bunch of violent, a bunch of freaking racial divided pieces of trash that, with all due respect, most people are starting to call black folks in today's America. And why? Because we've got assholes out here that are rappers trying to claim that they're against the president. You got Snoop Dogg out here trying to claim that he's going to assassinate the president. You've got these assholes out here trying to desecrate our country. And why? Because of some fictitious racial division. Anyway, look, I didn't mean to go off on that tirade, but man, black people, you need to take your heads out of your fucking asses and realize that the person that puts you in the position that you're in is your supposed black president and the supposed black party, the Democratic Party. They're the ones that threw you in this poverty. Jesus Christ, give me my beer, for Christ's sake. Makes me sick. And somebody's talking about, well, what happened about the LA riots? I'll tell you about the fucking LA riots. Excuse my French, folks. Who was first coming into power during that time? Bill Clinton. Another liberal. Another Democrat. And once Bill Clinton came into office, what started becoming prevalent in urban culture? Gangster rap. Folks, prior to gangster rap, black folks were not out busting caps. All right? Black folk weren't going out there drinking 4 O's. Black folks weren't going out there doing the things that they are now encompassing black culture with. I mean, prior to gangster rap, you had soul music. You know, you had hip-hop music. You had pop music. You know, you had the dangerous thing that you could possibly listen to in the 80s. Was LL Cool J, was Run DMC, was, Kid and Play. But then came Bill Clinton, and then when Clinton came into power, what happened? What happened, black folk? The Chronic album. And if y'all aren't familiar with the Chronic album, I, in my opinion, believe that that was the turning point for black culture. That's when black culture began to identify this ghetto-fied, induced idea of gangsterism with black culture. And now, black culture is synonymous with gangsterism and gangster rap and hip-hop culture. When black folk, I hate to break this to you, rap was not invented by black folk. The gangster rap imagery was not invented by black folk. All right? You need to take a look at the people who finance this crap. All right? So that's why I'm telling you this, all right? Because blacks have been turned this way by the leftist media, by the leftist entertainment industry, and by the leftist Democrats themselves. I mean, if you don't believe me, I've lived on this earth a good amount of years, boy. And let me tell you something. I didn't see the prevalence of ghetto-fied blacks in a gangsterish, violent capacity until this gangster rap bullshit started being shoved down our throats by these Hollywood jerkasses, these people in the entertainment industry in California. And now, if you sit down to black folk and you tell them what I'm telling you now, you know what they're going to do? They're not going to believe you. Because they're not going to believe that they were bamboozled so much that their first reaction is just to become violent now. And that is a direct consequence of the left. A direct consequence of the left. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to go off on that tirade, but I think Obama should be in jail for not just that, but a whole plethora of crimes and misdemeanors, high crimes and misdemeanors. 1 year since the election of President Trump and the Make America Great Again policy was implemented. And you know something, folks? Yesterday marked the 100th year anniversary of the Russian Bolshevik Revolution. All these communists were circle jerking yesterday. All these leftists were circle jerking. By God, I swear, if Obama was president, he would have probably made comments in favor of this goddamn Bolshevik Revolution anniversary of 100 years. But you know what my president did? You know what President Trump did? He named November 7th National Day for Victims of Communism. Woo! Isn't this the most base president in American history? I bet you that pissed in a lot of goddamn leftist Democrats' Cheerios, huh? Names November 7th, on the day of the 100th year anniversary of the Russian Bolshevik Communist Revolution. President Trump names November 7th National Day for Victims of Communism. You're damn right. You're goddamn right. And speaking of Trump and speaking of communism, Trump arrived in China. I don't know if you saw the footage. They are laying out the red carpet for Trump out there in China, man. I mean, straight up, I don't think I've ever seen China give as much respect to a United States president since Richard Nixon. I'm not joking around. I mean, do y'all remember when Obama, on the last year of his presidency, when he went to go visit China, that China put the runway stairs on the ass of the plane and literally forced Obama to get out of the ass of the plane? Do y'all remember that? Look it up, I'm not joking! I mean, do y'all remember that? I mean, China, when Barack Obama arrived in China, they put the damn runway stairs in the ass, like in the back end of the plane of Air Force One, and forced Barack Obama to get out of the ass of the plane. I'm not joking. That's how much they disrespected America. That's how much the world laughed at us. And that's how much this president, or this ex-president, I don't even want to call Obama president. As far as I'm concerned, he should be in prison. But that's how much lack of respect America had under the freaking President Obama. And I'm glad Donald Trump is our president. I mean, did you see him out there in Asia? He's not bowing down to emperors like Obama. You understand? I mean, this is America, boy. All right? We're not bowing down to nobody anymore. This is a new era in America. America bows to no one. We are a free country. But speaking of which, once again, China rolling out the red carpet for Trump. Once again, I have never seen, so much hoopla for American president in China before. And what we're expecting to do as it relates to the United States with China, Trump is expecting to sit down and talk with President Xi. And I'm sure those talks are going to be very, very hectic, to say the least. Because, once again, I hate to remind everybody of this, but America has an annual $550 billion trade deficit with China. So basically, we're building China ourselves. The United States is building all the skyscrapers out there. We're the ones that are out. I'm not joking. So what Trump is going to try to do is maybe not eliminate the whole trade deficit altogether, but what he's going to try to do is make Xi move on North Korea to some capacity. Whether it's military or Xi himself going to North Korea to talk to Kim Jong-un. And I think that President Xi going to see Kim Jong-un is a very, very high probability. And if Xi can somehow make Kim Jong-un come to his senses and possibly allow the IAEA to come in to inspect and show that he doesn't have nuclear weapons and potentially extend somewhat of an olive branch to the world, then I think that Xi is forced to do some type of military action on North Korea. Because as I've stated, folks, all right, the more and more North Korea launches ballistic missiles, the more and more it supposedly tests nuclear weapons, the weaker and weaker China looks. China looks like a paper tiger right now. And I think that's what Trump is somewhat negotiating, Xi pulling some kind of action on North Korea. And I personally believe, folks, that Donald Trump is going to try his damnedest with his economic team to try to cut down that $550 billion at least by $250 billion plus. And if we can cut off about $200 to $250 billion off that trade deficit and offset it with some reciprocal trade and investment on the China side, then once again, it's yet more icing on the cake for the Making America Great Again economic policy, and once again, more good news for all markets across the board. I'm just saying, I am looking forward to seeing the culmination of what's going on here. They are paying Trump a lot of respect in China, and I think that he may get some deals going on. I think that he may get $250 billion with a B offset from the $550 billion we have on an annual trade deficit with China. I personally believe that, and mark my words, I think that China will make some kind of a move in the next week or two after Trump negotiates with Xi. And if at the very minimum, if it's Xi going into North Korea itself to solve it in a diplomatic capacity, I think that shows that Xi is favorable, at least in the meantime, to the interests of America and Chinese economic relations. But only time will tell, but I can tell you this right now, Donald Trump is, he's making America look great in Asia. Did you see yesterday's speech in front of the South Korean parliament? Unbelievable! Unbelievable speech. A very inspiring speech, especially to the folks of South Korea. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This president never ceases to amaze me, man. Regardless of what the mainstream media says, regardless of all the lies that are being spread by the Democrats and everybody else, the deep state, the establishment Republicans, whoever, this man cares about this country. This man's focus, his entire focus is make America great again. And actions, baby, actions speak louder than words, and his actions speak plenty. Thank God Donald Trump is president. Thank God. Now, let's go ahead and transition a little bit. Let's talk about these local elections, that have happened all across the country, specifically in Virginia, because all the media was looking at Virginia as if it was some sort of litmus test for the Democrats. And if the Democrats could get any seat, it could be a turning tide for Trump. Yeah, right. Okay? First and foremost, the sad part about Virginia is that literally two densely populated cities supersede the voting of the rest of the state. If you take a look at the voting map of Virginia, it's all red with the exception of the densely populated metropolises, which end up swaying the vote most of the time anyway. Okay? And moreover, I do want to make a comment about Ed Gillespie, because it's a shame that this asshole actually is a Johnny-come-lately as it pertains to the Make America Great Again policy in Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, folks that are part of the Make America Great Again crowd, they don't like the disingenuousness of a goddamn swamp-based politician. And that's what you read all over Ed Gillespie. He was a disingenuous, very dry, bland politician that decided to hop on the damn Trump train when it was politically convenient for him to do so. And if you want my opinion, that's what lost him the election. And instead of the headlines, because, man, have you seen all the goddamn left-wing media headlines, for heaven's sake? Oh, my God, the Democrats are born again. The Democrats are on the rise. Shut the hell up, for Christ's sake. They barely won these races, first of all. They barely won these races. Had Ed Gillespie been Make America Great Again and pro-Trump since the beginning, he would have won hands down. But I can tell you this, those of us that were out there waiting in line to vote for Donald Trump because we wanted to see sincere change, we are not going to go out for disingenuous, incumbent, lifetime politician pieces of lying trash. And I think that should be a warning to every Republican that attempts to run in the Republican ticket of any district in America. If you decide that you are against the Make America Great Again policies, if you decide that you are against our president, then we're not going to come out and vote for your ass. Do you understand? This is a new day and age in America. We're going to drain the swamp if necessary, or we're not going to come out and vote for your ass. Okay? Now, I also want to take into consideration that in Virginia, 2 transgenders won elected seats in Virginia, state seats. 2 transgenders. One who looks, I don't know if you've seen this one black transgender, literally looks like the Predator. I kid you not, all right? Or like one of the, what's that one like creature from Star Trek with the big freaky forehead that, like that too. Have you seen this one black tranny that won a seat in Virginia state house election, whatever the hell it was, some kind of state seat. She looks like the Predator. And not to mention, I don't want to go off on a rant here about trannies, but I mean, do we have to call people transgenders if they look nothing like the other opposite sex that they're claiming to be? I mean, come on, man. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, why am I obligated to call somebody a transgender or a woman who clearly does not look like a woman? I don't even know what this is that won some seat in Virginia. Looks like a freaking sick freak, man. Looks like somebody, in my opinion, that's probably sucking off someone behind a dumpster for a line of meth. I mean, look. Yeah, she looks like it looks like a Klingon, for Christ's sake. And this is what they're electing in Virginia? I mean, they elect this sick, twisted, Klingon, predator-looking tranny and another one who looks just as lazy as this one. They elect two trannies, and what, the Democrats think that they're reborn again? I mean, come on, man. This is a joke. This is a joke. Only in a psychotropically drugged America. Only in a psychotropic, drugged America does this make any kind of a sense. Any kind of sense whatsoever. Makes me sick. It makes me sick. And as far as I'm concerned, let me tell you something. If you don't look like a woman, I'm not calling you a woman, all right? If you don't look like a woman, I'm not calling you a woman! You're a lazy transvestite is what I'm calling you. If you don't look like a woman, then you're not a woman. Jesus Christ, I need a drink after that, for Christ's sake. If you have not seen that new elected, I don't know, some state seat, that one tranny that looks like a Klingon breeded with a freaking predator, then I strongly advise you to take a look. All right? And then the other one, I mean, take a look. Look, I don't want to talk about this too much. I'm just saying, look, if you're claiming to be a transgender, and you don't look like a woman, I'm not calling you a woman, okay? You're an ugly piece of trash is what I'm going to call you. You're an ugly transvestite. You're a cross-dresser, okay? I'm tired of this. I'm tired. Look, if you don't look like a woman, I'm not going to call you a woman. If any of these trannies don't look like women, I strongly urge everyone out there not to call them women. Don't call them women. And if they get mad, you tell them, well, then step your tranny game up. Step your tranny game up, you sick cross-dresser. Here, look, somebody just posted, thank you. Check out my Gab. Look at my Gab right now. Check out my Gab. That's the person I'm talking about right there. Look at it. And they put it side by side next to the Predator. Look at that. Look. And not to mention this one tranny who happens to be black. Not only does she have like dreads like the Predator, she's like got a receding hairline that goes to the middle of her head. She's got a receding hairline that goes to the middle of her head. And let me go ahead and repost the other tranny that won state office in Virginia. Here's this one. I mean, give me a break. These look nothing like women, man. These people look nothing like women. And if you don't look nothing like women, you're not going to be called a woman, okay? I mean, it's just all there is to it. All right? If you don't look like a woman, then you are not going to be called a woman as far as I'm concerned, you lazy-ass trannies. And these two trannies that were elected into Virginia House seats or whatever whatever political seats there, you people are sick, all right? You people are freaking sick. They look nothing like women, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of disgusting, trashy-looking gays, too. On top of freaking cross-dressers and transvestites that look nothing like women, I'm tired of disgusting, trashy gays as well, where you can just smell the AIDS coming off of them, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not even you can see the AIDS all over their face kind of crap. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. I mean, if you have no respect for yourself and you're going to go out and just, pause your own egg hole, then why in the hell should we have any kind of respect? Look, enough of this, all right? Enough. I know people are getting their freaking panties in a bunch, just me talking about this crap, but you know what? Whatever, all right? I'm down with lazy trannies, all right? Down with lazy trannies, all right? Step your tranny game up or just stop being a tranny. Anyway, and you want to know why I also thought that the Virginia elections went a little bit on the Democratic slant as it pertains to the elections? Because of the Charlottesville alt-right, white nationalist, COINTELPRO bullshit, excuse my French, that happened with Richard dumbass Russian agent Spencer and all those other alt-right, closet Jewish, white nationalist assholes that attended Charlottesville and provided the deep state enough plausibility to send some car in there and kill a bunch of Antifa idiots who shouldn't have been there in the first place. I mean, this is, I think, the effect of that. And that's why I think there's nothing positive about the alt-right or white nationalist movements. And the reason is all the leadership that all the alt-right, all the white nationalist leadership has all been outed as Jewish folk. Now, why is that? Why is that? Y'all remember the guy, the Daily Shoah? Some big white nationalist podcast? This son of a bitch was married to a Jewish woman. I mean, Weave, huh? Weave, yeah, I'm Weave, yeah. Daily Stormer, baby, yeah, I'm Weave, yeah. A Bavarian Jew who's been self-admitted Jew many different times. And lo and behold, we find out here recently, like this Twitter guy that I don't even know why he got popular. This Ricky Vaughn asshole who utilizes Charlie Sheen's character out of freaking what the hell whatever that stupid baseball movie's name is as his avatar, and everybody and their brother and the alt-right fell for this guy. And according to all reports, he's a goddamn 5'4" Jewish music writer. But no, white nationalism, right, man, huh? Oh, my God. Look, man, I told you that the alt-right was a bunch of garbage. I told you that it was Operation Mockingbird. I told you that the majority of the folks in the alt-right were former leftists to begin with. And now they're all coming out as, former leftists. The guy who organized the Charlottesville rally used to freaking campaign for Obama, for Christ's sake. He used to campaign for Obama. So I think that the Charlottesville effect, which I would like to call, had a considerable effect on the elections in Virginia. So, and by the way, for you white nationalists that are like, well, Ghost, what are you against white people, dude? Huh? You against white people, dude? No, asshole. I'm against this whole fictitious idea of white nationalism. What white are you idiots talking about? Huh? What white? I know you're not talking about the Ukrainians, right? No, they're not white. Because they were hated for a whole bunch of time. They're still hated. I'm sure you're not encompassing the Irish in that either. I'm sure you're not encompassing the Czechs or the Polish in that white nationalism either, are you? See, that's why the whole white national thing is a complete ruse. It's a scam. It's yet another way to ruse and to psyop massive amounts of people. And it's worked. It's worked effectively. Because not even these white nationalists, once their leaders have been outed, just like the Black Lives Matter leaders have been outed, like Sean Talcum X King, who was outed as a white man, they don't want to believe it. No, he's not a Jew. Well, yeah, he does have a merchant face, but he's not a Jew. No, Ricky Vaughn, he's not a Jew. No, the guy who runs the Daily Show, a podcast, he's not married to a Jew. I mean, you either stand for something or you stand for nothing, man. And at this point, I equate the white nationalist movement in America and the alt-right movement in America the equivalent to the freak show Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Ridiculous, nonsense, and basically they're both after the same thing, socialism. I mean, the idiots in the alt-right and the white nationalist movement, they're carrying around Nazi flags. Nazi flags means National Socialism. So when you got Antifa on one side, on the left, calling for socialism, and you've got alt-right and white nationalists on the other side calling for National Socialism, then what's really the difference? What's really the difference? Anyway, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around, spread it around, spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're not Monday through Friday anymore. I can't do it. I'm going to wear myself out. I can't do it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks. Follow me on Gab. You can get to Gab right now by typing in your browser gab.ai. That's gab.ai. And you can follow me there on Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Gab, baby, all right? Anyway, that's about it about the local elections. Oh, yeah, and for you idiots in New York, you people are a bunch of morons, all right? To elect de Blasio again, this obvious commie, I mean, what the hell are you people in New York City smoking? For Christ's sake. Good God, man. Don't you idiots in New York realize that the whole reason why New York City became New York City again and not just stayed the subterranean crap hole it was throughout the 70s and 80s was because of Rudolph Giuliani, a Republican? It was Rudolph Giuliani that brought in all the businesses and all the networks to take the commercial real estate in Times Square. He was the guy that brought in business. He was the guy that revitalized New York. And what do you ungrateful, dumbass New York pieces of liberal trash do? You go out and give this pathetic piece of commie trash, de Blasio, a second term? You people in New York can go screw yourselves as far as I'm concerned, man. I'm not joking. And let me tell you, I've been to New York. Right when I get off the damn plane, once you take a big whiff, and smell. It smells like a mixture of trash, crap, puke, and piss. Literally in the air, 24 hours a day. And I'm starting to think that the mixture of scents are probably getting to people's heads. All right? Probably getting to people's heads. So, in New York, you people are idiots. I'm sorry, man. De Blasio again, I hope that he runs New York City into the subterranean crap hole it was back in the 80s. All right? Back when Serpico was out there, the only honest person in the whole goddamn city. And if you have not seen that movie, Serpico, well, it's an Al Pacino movie. Look at it. That was New York City. It was a piece of crap. And it's going to turn into a piece of crap again. Anyway, let me move on, folks. I'm sitting here with these production notes. I got a lot of things to cover here. I want to talk a little bit about NFL. Now, folks, I am glad that the NFL is imploding from within. I mean, how dare these goddamn NFL athletes, these ungrateful assholes who are getting paid millions of dollars to play a goddamn game, how dare they take a knee and disrespect the country during our national anthem? How dare they sit here and give an FU to all the fans who buy their jerseys, who buy the tickets, who buy the damn garb, buy everything? How dare they basically say, F you, give me your money anyway, by taking a knee during the national anthem? Well, the American people have spoken, and let me tell you something, the ratings are tumbling completely for the NFL. You've got people not showing up for the football games. You've got sparse people in the stands now. Nobody wants anything to do with the NFL because they are an anti-American organization. And if they're not going to penalize their stupid, ungrateful, multi-million-dollar criminalistic players for disrespecting the country, well, then we as Americans are not going to give you our dollar. And I'm telling you this, folks, where you spend your money is a political statement. Always remember that. And if you're going to allow these ungrateful athletes who are living in the only country that'll pay them multi-million dollars to play a silly-ass game, and yet they're still so ungrateful that they'll take a knee to our national anthem, well, by God, let me tell you something, they deserve to be in the unemployment line. They deserve to be in the unemployment line, these ungrateful athletic pricks. And that goes to the same pricks in the NBA. And anyone else, any other goddamn athletes who are taking knees, who are disrespecting this country. Not only should you not be allowed to play, we should exchange your ass to somewhere else. We'll exchange you for somebody from Venezuela, where they're eating each other in cannibalism, and they've already eaten all their dogs and cats and flamingos and all the woodland creatures and crap. Maybe your ungrateful athletic ass needs to go there. And then see when you take a knee during Maduro eating an empanada on TV while you're starving to death. Maybe when you take a knee and you're thrown in prison and tortured, maybe then you'll realize that America isn't that bad after all, huh, boy? Huh? Stupid idiots, man. I'm telling you. And you know what? No NFL player can give a decisive answer, I should say. No NFL player can give a decisive answer on why they're kneeling. No one can tell you. They're just doing it. And they're just doing it because, man, you gonna do it? Man, I'm gonna do it too, man. Yeah, man, I can do what I want, man. I'm an NFL player, man. I do what I want, man. And if you do get any kind of explanation of why, they're going to say it's police brutality. Oh, brutality. Now, what I find funny is the NFL, which has the most felonious and jailbird-ridden athletes in all of sports, and all you have to do is search for NFL arrests, and you will see all the players that are kneeling right now have probably been arrested for domestic violence, for gun charges, for, all the felonious garbage. So if they're truly kneeling because of police brutality, is it because they're the ones committing all the crime and they don't want to be caught committing crime anymore? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we all saw Ray Rice knock out his broad out there in a damn elevator. I mean, these are the same assholes kneeling during the national anthem. And if they're kneeling for police brutality, then that's because they don't want the police doing anything when they're beating their girlfriend's ass. They don't want the police doing anything when they're pulling out a gun in the middle of a strip club. That's why these ungrateful NFL players are kneeling. Police brutality. Get the hell out of here. And look, some of these people like LeBron James, that stupid balding piece of crap. He's trying to say, hey man, there are too many black people being shot by cops, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta do something, man. Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument that all cop shootings relating to shooting black people are all on purpose. I mean, let's just say for the sake of argument, it's little over 1,000 people. And not all of them are black, but a little over 1,000 people are shot by cops every year, okay? Okay, let's just say they're all black. Let's just say they're all black. 1,000 black folk are shot by cops every year, and let's say they're all on purpose. What about the freaking thousands and thousands of black folk that are being executed every single day on the streets of Chicago, in liberal Chicago, by other black people? Where is the outrage on those black lives? Do those black lives not matter? You have an epidemic right now in Chicago where thousands, all right, thousands of people are being shot, all right? Jesus Christ. And where is the outrage for that? Where are all the Black Lives Matter for that? Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see those people in the NFL who are making millions doing anything to stop the black genocide that's happening in Chirac right now. I don't see any of these black folk, these NFL players, that are out here doing anything about the black genocide that's happening with black abortions. Why don't you take a look? Why don't you go take a look at when abortion became legal? And take a look at blacks and their mortality rates, and you will find that more black babies have been aborted through abortion than any other way of black death. That includes AIDS, that includes black murder, heart attacks, cancer, everything. Everything. How come we don't hear any NFL players talking about that? How come we don't hear them talking about how mostly black mamas are the ones that are contributing to the black genocide of black abortion? How come you don't hear about that, boy? Because it's not as virtue signaling enough. It doesn't have enough virtue signaling clout. Not enough people are going to care. See what I'm saying? It's crap. Stupid idiots, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of these players. These people are getting paid millions, man, to play a silly-ass game. It's speaking of which, let's take a little bit of a pivot here. Let's talk a little bit about Hollywood for a slight bit second. And for you folks that are not aware, the Pandora's box of pedophilia is starting to become open in Hollywood. And as I stated when I came back this past Wednesday, I suggested that all this Harvey Weinstein talk and all this sexual harassment talk was a smokescreen for the actual underlying perversion of pedophilia that encompasses Hollywood. And I'm telling you this right now, it's all coming out now, isn't it? It's all coming out. Of course, Kevin Spacey, I mean, more and more children, more and more people of children are starting to come out and say, hey, this guy was sexually abusing my child. And of course, you know, Kevin Spacey, his reaction was, well, I don't remember doing it. I was kind of drunk, but if I did do it, I'm very sorry, and it's okay. I'm gay. So, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gay. And not to mention, some LGBTQ author, some black, obviously poshole, I don't know what, he actually responded to this Kevin Spacey child sex abuse scandal by stating this. And the reason I'm kind of stumbling over my own tongue is because I cannot believe that some homosexual that is supposedly an LGBTQ author would actually say this. In response to Kevin Spacey's child sex abuse claims, this homosexual writer tells the children, Jesus Christ, just suck it up. Yeah, a homosexual LGBTQ writer basically telling the children that are now adults that are accusing Spacey of being a damn freaking sexual pedo pervert. You've got this gay author, what the hell is this idiot's name? Gay Talese. That's who this fruity-ass name, Gay Talese. He is telling the victims of Kevin Spacey to, Jesus Christ, suck it up. Suck it up. I mean, that's from an LGBTQ author. I mean, look at this slippery slope we have gone down since this whole gay marriage thing, man. Look at the slippery slope. Look. Look, they're trying to pervert our children. Look. Good God. And not to mention, folks, Corey Feldman is now coming out naming more names. And folks, I don't know if y'all remember talking to me about potentially Charlie Sheen being a culprit in the potential abuse of Corey Haim on the set of Lucas, because that was pretty much under the table in Rumorville out there in Hollywood. Well, now Corey Feldman has validated this claim and has claimed that Charlie Sheen sodomized Corey Haim on the set of Lucas when Corey Haim was 13 years old. And lest we forget, folks, Charlie Sheen, I don't know what kind of satanic demon this idiot has sold his soul to, but this idiot has gotten away with a plethora of different things in Hollywood that I can't believe that he's gotten away with. I mean, does y'all remember when he was going out with, which is now John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston? Do y'all remember that? That was in the 80s. And while he was going out with Kelly Preston, he shot Kelly Preston with a gun. Yeah. Of course, they said it was an accident, but still. I'm just saying that Charlie Sheen is one of these characters that I don't know what he had over Hollywood. I don't know what type of satanic demon that he had on his back, but he literally got away with everything in Hollywood up until he got the AIDS. And now that Charlie Sheen's got the AIDS, he knows that he's 1 foot in the grave, and his demon can't help him no more, you know? And why can't his little satanic demon help him no more? Because you got the AIDS. But, yeah, that Pandora's box of pedophilia is now starting to open up in Hollywood, and I'm loving every minute of it because I want Hollywood to be completely destroyed. For too long, for too goddamn long, Hollywood has monopolized creativity, monopolized content creation, and they have no right to do so. And that's why I encourage everybody within the sound of my voice, now that Hollywood is at a vulnerable state, now that it's imploding from within, it is your time now to be a content creator. It's your time to make a movie. I mean, the equipment to make movies are so cheap now. All you have to do is do it. Write a script. Do it. Make a show. Make a television show. Make a radio show. Make content. The power of content creation is now in our hands, no longer in Hollywood. But by God, you as an individual, you have to go out and create the content. And folks, it's a worldwide market. It's a worldwide market, man. You can find individuals who will like your content, whether it's a huge market or a small market. Regardless, you'll be doing two things. First and foremost, you will be providing content for the world for all to see or hear. And you could potentially be supplementing your income. Because believe it or not, folks, content creation is king on the internet. It's making people money as we speak. And that's why I am encouraging everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice, don't just sit there on your ass. If you've got an idea, if you are creative, then go out, do it, and put it on the internet. Make money. Make residual income. Remember, we've got Hollywood on the ropes. The power of content creation is in our hands now, but you have to seize it. You've got to take it. But it's up to you. So I hope that you hear my call, and I hope that you do something about it. Anyway, let me move on to these final pieces of news, then we're going to move on to Radio Graffiti, all right? Let's talk a little bit about the Department of Justice. They are now demanding the sale of CNN as a separate entity as a part of the AT&T Time Warner merger. And AT&T does not want to play ball with this. So the merger may potentially be DOA, and as a result, if you take a look at Time Warner stock, it didn't fare too well after this particular announcement by the DOJ, and you can't blame them. You can't blame the DOJ because Time Warner and AT&T merger, I mean, that's a monopolization on many different fronts, including news. So I think that the DOJ was appropriate in an antitrust capacity in demanding that if Time Warner and AT&T were going to merge together, that they had to sell CNN independently to the highest bidder. And why are they doing this, folks? Well, you know why. You know what kind of fake news that CNN produces on a consistent basis? Absolute lies. I mean, that's what most of the mainstream media is doing now, right? Nothing but lies, absolute trash, absolute garbage. I mean, why do you think our own president says fake news? I mean, this isn't just exclusive to CNN. I mean, ABC, NBC, I mean, the New York Times. If you folks have not seen the expose by Project Veritas, and let me tell you, James O'Keefe, I've been following this man's work ever since he outed Planned Parenthood. And that was a long time ago. I can't believe how long it was. But this man is a patriot, and we need more individuals like James O'Keefe exposing corruption. In his latest expose, he has exposed the absolute bias in the New York Times in favor of left-wing politics. Huge expose, unbelievable. But you see, if we didn't have patriots like James O'Keefe, if we didn't have Project Veritas, we wouldn't know this. We would suspect it based upon the ridiculous, frivolous news that they put on us, but we wouldn't know this. So I'm glad the DOJ made this decision as a prerequisite of the AT&T Time Warner merger. Sell CNN to someone or don't have the merger at all. And it looks like the merger may or may not happen. Who knows? Who cares? But all I got to say to CNN is, hey, you mad? You stupid piece of crap. Anyway, here, let me continue going. We're running out of time. Let's talk a little bit about Saudi Arabia. The purge continues, folks. All right, Prince Salman and his crown prince, Mohammed, are continuing their purge against corruption, against bilking of the state, against money laundering, etc. And aside from Al-Waled, they have literally continued their arrests within the royal family. I mean, this is a major purge. And if you take a look at the characters of the royal family that are being purged, it's the element that was actually funding, at least most of them, that were funding Islamic extremism across the globe. Al-Walid was the guy who funded the madrasas in Pakistan. He was the guy who funded the madrasas in Indonesia, in Africa, in the Middle East. I mean, and right now, the royal family is trying to clean up its act. I mean, lest we forget, folks, the Saudi connections to 9/11. The Saudi Bush connections. Y'all remember Prince Bandar, who was all over the airwaves after 9/11? I mean, he's so close to the Bush family that they call him Bandar Bush. Yeah. These are the factions of the royal family that are being purged because King Salman and his son, 32-year-old Crown Prince Mohammed, they don't want Saudi Arabia to be known as the funders of terrorism. As a matter of fact, and I said this this past Monday, that King Salman, when Donald Trump visited Saudi Arabia, King Salman denounced jihadism, denounced Islamic extremism, denounced jihadism, and put the blame squarely on Iran's doorstep, even though that's not entirely accurate. But that's what he said in a speech. You can look it up on YouTube if you don't believe me. And he said in that speech that the Middle East was a peaceful land until Iran came in and brought its tactics of terror and brought its tactics of, literally laying the blame of terrorism on Iran. Then you have, prior to the arrest of Al-Walid, you have this missile that comes in from, I believe it was Yemen, if I'm not mistaken. It came in from Yemen, trying to hit Riyadh, one of the palaces, intercepted by a United States Patriot missile. And when they took a look at the components of the missile that was aimed at the palace in Riyadh, they found Iranian components within the missile itself. And just based on that, you have definite war footing between Saudi Arabia and Iran, which I had suggested was the foreign policy of America way before Trump entered into office in January. Didn't I say that? I said that the foreign policy of America, and you can look back in the archive if you don't believe me, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I said that was the foreign policy. And it seems as if that foreign policy is starting to become very successful, isn't it, huh? Very interesting what we have here. Very interesting. And it seems to me that Donald Trump inspired this revolution in Saudi Arabia, inspired King Salman, inspired the Crown Prince Mohammed. I mean, this is a complete transition of power. This is an anti-jihadist royal family in power in Saudi Arabia. It's unbelievable. And I blame Trump. I think Trump inspired this. He, as much as he's inspiring all the nationalistic spirit throughout the international community. Everyone is turning against this global institutionalism that's been attempted to be shoved down our throats for over 120 years. We have rejected it on a global scale. We have rejected it, boy. And that's all there is to it. And $800 billion in assets have been confiscated. $800 billion from all the princes that have been rounded up and arrested in Saudi Arabia. It's a very interesting chain of events in Saudi, man. And once again, if we do see war between Saudi and Iran, better check out that oil price. You better watch that oil price, boy. Anyway, let me move on. We're running out of time here. Trump tightens his embargo on Cuba. Thank God, man. I mean, freaking Obama made America look like a bunch of bitches, with all due respect, by loosening the embargo on Cuba, I think while Castro was still alive. And that son of a bitch didn't need to be alive to see that garbage, and I'm glad that Donald Trump is rolling back those ridiculous loosening of the embargo with Cuba. Cuba needs to let go of this communist nonsense, and they need to let private investors go back into that island and recreate it to the budding economy it once was prior to the goddamn revolution. So, bravo, Trump, once again, winning! Here, let me move on, folks. We're running out of time. Are y'all hearing what's happening in Madagascar? Are y'all hearing what's happening in Madagascar, folks? Well, if y'all aren't aware, the Black Death, all right, the bubonic plague, the Black Death, which I thought was already over. I thought that we had rid this, for Christ's sake. But the Black Death, the bubonic plague, is now plaguing Madagascar, Africa. Okay? Madagascar, Africa. Now, for you folks that are unaware, I'm sure you're like, wait a minute, the bubonic plague, the Black Death, what the hell? I mean, why are we even suffering from this? I thought we got rid of this crap. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on, folks. The natives of Madagascar, and this is why primitive people are dangerous, and we need to extend modernity into all parts of the world as soon as possible, all right? I'm not joking. We need it as soon as possible, okay? Madagascar, the natives, they decided that it would be a great idea to dig up their bodies of descendants that lived during the Black Plague era. I'm not joking, folks. This is a true story. This is why we're having this Black Death plague outbreak in Madagascar. They decided to dig up their old relatives that died during the Black Plague and decided to dance with their corpses. Yeah. I mean, it's not funny. It's really not funny. But, I mean, what? These people, and that's why I'm saying primitive civilizations are dangerous, man. They decided to dig up old relatives that died during the damn bubonic plague, during the Black Death, and decided to dig up their corpses and dance with them because of some goddamn African Madagascar ritual. And now you've got all those assholes who decided to dance with the bubonic plague-ridden corpses now dying of the bubonic plague, and now those caring for those that are dying of the bubonic plague are now dying for the bubonic plague. So this is why we have Black Death back in the world today, because a bunch of primitive, ignorant morons in Africa decided to dig up their relatives that died during the bubonic plague and thought it was a great idea to dance with them. They thought it was a good idea to dance with them. I mean, Jesus Christ! Yeah. I mean, what kind of stupid crap is this? What Oh, God, man. You can't make this garbage up, folks. Give me the money. You can't make this up. Anyway, once again, Madagascar, Black Death Plague being spread because of a bunch of goddamn primitive idiots digging up their relatives that died during this freaking time period, dancing with their corpses, and now they're spreading Black Death like it's going out of style, for Christ's sake. I mean, you can't make this crap up. Anyway, I'm moving on. I don't want to. That's just so ignorant. I don't want to give any more time to that. Anyway, last but not least, Germany. Let's listen to cuck-ass Germany.
Oh my God, it's Germany. Lo Schlagen, Schliegen, Schlagen, Volkswagen.
Germany court rules in favor of third gender category. Yeah. I don't even think I need to say anything else after that. I mean, give me a break. I mean, a third gender category? Freaking Germans, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man. All right, that's enough. Give me my drink. Give me my drink. All right, folks, I'm done. I guess it's about that time, isn't it, folks, huh? I guess it's about that time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. All right? And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now, at 516-453-9903, and when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? And before we get to Radio Graffiti, I want to remind that we also got Radio Graffiti swag, baby! We got Radio Graffiti swag, baby! So if you love Radio Graffiti and want to perpetuate the memory into actual physical representation, I'm going to go ahead and gab right now. Check out my gab. Look at my gab, baby. Check it out. Right there, you can get yourself a Radio Graffiti shirt. They look awesome. I think they look great. They're unbelievable. Check out my gab right now if you want to take a look at it. Unbelievable. Anyway, hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Radio Graffiti calls? All right. Without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right. Who do we got here, folks? How about, let's take an anonymous. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
I'm a capitalist Nazi, a capitalist who won't die, the balding nephew.
Hey, hold on just a second. You can't be a capitalist and a Nazi, asshole, all right? Nazis are nationalist socialists. A capitalist is a freaking capitalist, all right? Get it straight, you uneducated prick. How about 516, Radio Graffiti?
I'm Pickle Rick! Rick and Morty! Pickle Rick!
Shut up. Shut up. You sound like you have a dog farting fetish, and you probably collect, you know what, I'm not even going to say it. 469, Radio Graffiti. Look, what's going on between me and Hank Hill is personal, right? Yeah, all right. There we go. Oh, I know you want to. And you know what? Shut up, man. What's up with you guys and the homoerotica splices? Can you explain me? You know what? I don't even want to. I don't want an explanation. 303 Radio Graffiti.
Man, goes why I fucking masturbate to the fucking national anthem while we should blast shirts of brands.
We can't understand you because you're still talking from an Obama phone, and those are about to go out of order there, jackass. 301, Radio Graffiti. You're a Helen Keller deaf mute, you stupid idiot. 412, Radio Graffiti.
I am
going to fire butt darts from my ass. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Man, that's a you fucking. I mean, you know, you guys are getting sicker and sicker and sicker, man. I mean, in what bowels of your freaking conscience does this kind of crap make any kind of sense? Jesus, give me the mic. Freaking goddamn mic, man. People are sick, man. I hate to keep repeating that, but you're freaking sick. 858 Radio Graffiti.
Why? Because I can't bitch. It's not the kind that you put in your sandwich. So it's when I can.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the hell that's about. 507 Radio Graffiti.
You guys keep going on with all this Rogaine for Ghost and wigs for Ghost. You guys don't get it. Ghost isn't bald because he can't grow hair. Ghost is bald because he's a goddamn skinhead.
Now, shut up. I'm not a skinhead, asshole, all right? I'm a melting pot of friendship, and don't you ever forget it. 520 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. You're rad. Thanks for coming back.
Well, I appreciate it. Get a personality next time. How about 323 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I was just wondering, what's all this talk about you investing in a wig store?
I can't. Can you say that a little slower? Because your autism has your tongue a little heavy, and I didn't understand you. Can you say that one more again?
What's all this talk I hear about you investing in a wig store?
Well, that wasn't as funny the second time. You see, that's why you have to learn on your communication. You got to learn how to spoken, all right, boy? Sounds like you have one of those relaxed brains, you know, from where I'm saying, all right? How about 909 Radio Graffiti?
Hello?
Or how about 267 Radio Graffiti? Yeah, what's up?
Hello?
You know what?
Can you hear me?
The more the merrier.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, hi, Ghost. I'm sorry about that. I didn't hear the little ding. I just want to say that I appreciate you coming back on the show because, like, when you were gone, there was just literally nothing for me to listen to, nothing for me to, like, pay attention to or keep up with the cryptocurrency or just sit down and laugh and, like, hear you talk about, you know, the current events. I just want to say thank you for coming back on the show. From a real fan, Christina G.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I mean, finally, you know, Ghost get some appreciation around here. Thank you. I appreciate that. How about 618 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I was wondering, or we were wondering, well, how would you take out the Democrats?
How would I what?
How would you take out the Democrats? Who would you take out first?
What do you mean, who would I take out first? What do you mean?
Just say a list of names that you'd want.
Why are you asking me this? What the hell? Look, I don't know what the hell. I mean, that was a freaky call. Look, I'm not condoning that call. And that person's going to do something crazy. That's not me. All right, that's whoever the hell that was. 940 Radio Graffiti. Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for heaven's sake. God damn it. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Look, what's going on between my wife and my dog is personal, all right? I ejaculate inside of it, all right? You sick son of a bitch! Just shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You sick-ass twisted perverts! I mean, where do you come up with this crap? Seriously, where do you come up with this garbage? Where do you come up with this crap? Where do you come up with this garbage? Are you fine? Who's on the line?
Are you just going to play with your Peter Popper or what?
Blog Talk Radio.
Thanks for calling. The show you...
We got folks in the house. Enough of this crap. Enough! Enough of the damn remixes! Enough! Good God, man. How about the Teutonic Plague, Radio Graffiti? Hey, Ghost, I just wanted to let you know that Dolly Parton is far superior to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Dolly Parton? Yeah, Dolly Parton. All right, that's you know what? Who cares? For Christ's sake. 240 Radio Graffiti. Hey, Ghost. I just ordered my True Capitals Radio swag, and I can't wait to get it. But I called Monday, asked you to name my Western Diamondback rattlesnake. You didn't have a name for him, so I had to name myself. Can I get your opinion on this new awesome name that I just came up with? What's the name? Templeton. What? The name's Templeton. Oh, great. Yeah. You know what? Why don't you get your own name, all right? Why don't you get your own name? That's my dog's name. And who knows what happened in the background? Hey, engineer, you got somebody in the back? What the hell is that? Ghost, I think I was removed. Oh, you're not removed. You're not even on. It doesn't even say that you're on. What's your area code? 909. You guys heard me eat and laugh. How embarrassing. No crap. Hold on. Let me see. 909. I don't even see you. There it is. Hold on. Don't move it. Can I say one last thing? Yeah, go ahead. Well, I just want to say, for my opinion, I liked it better when the bronies were trolling you because that show actually had value. The Rick and Morty are just a bunch of people who think they're smart and trying really, really hard to be funny.
Blog Talk Radio.
Thanks for calling.
Oh my God! Well, I can't find you on the switchboard. You're not even on the switchboard. This is so weird. Well, it's a good thing it was me and not anybody else, right? Yeah, no kidding. I can't find you. 909. I can't find 909 on the switchboard at all. Hey, Blog Talk, man, get it straight. Jesus Christ, get it straight, man. Look, I'm looking on the switch. Hey, engineer, can you find this person? Oh my gosh, this is bad. This is really bad. I can't find you on the switchboard. 909, right? Yeah. I can't find you, man. I can't find you. Hey, do you mind hanging up and calling back? I appreciate it. All right. I'll give you. I'll give you a shout out. What's your name? Christina. But can you shout out my Instagram really quick? Can I do a shameless plug on here? Go ahead. Soulshadow.vip. Instagram soulshadow.vip.
Thanks for calling.
Man, thank you very much, and I appreciate you calling. I appreciate the kind words, man. All right, thank you, guys. Take it easy. What the hell's going on with the switchboard? God damn it. What's going on, engineer? What's going on?
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
To Radio Graffiti. Seriously, Samsung. Radio Graffiti. I hope Donald Trump burns.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve.
No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Besmirch my president! Don't you dare besmirch my president, you piece of crap! Donald Trump is the greatest president ever to live! Don't you dare! Give me the goddamn mic. Don't you dare! Son of a bitch! 518 Radio Graffiti. We've got, there's 8 people. Oh, that's great. Radio fucking Graffiti. We've got Texas Flood of Bullets. Oh, you son of a... Sutherland Spring Shooting Range. You're my name first! Pickle Engine. Pickle Engine. That is. I'm Pickle Rig. 26 Bedford Holy. I'm Pickle Rig. Markets equals Rick and Morty Hahn. Yeah, you suck. Now they got a pickle Trump. A pickle Trump! Look, shove this cock! Man, you know what? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! With your stupid remixes! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Damn it! Shut up with your stupid remixes! Your stupid Pickle Rick! Your stupid Rick and Morty! Shove it straight up your shit funnel! Shove it straight up your shit funnel, you enema bag cleaning, cuckold connoisseur, sphincter fingering, foreskin muzzle loving, milky licking, cauliflower cock having, turkey tick loving, seat sniffing, phallus fluffing, dust breathing, pickle up the ass having, piece of crap. Tired of it, man. Give me the freaking... Tired of it. I'm glad. I'm glad we only got 7 goddamn minutes left, man. I'm glad. You know that? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you know what? Get off your Obama phone, Nimrod, all right? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Man, you know, that little computer you got really can't handle all the streams you got going out there, you retard. Huh? Yeah, maybe you need to get yourself a little bit better at computer. I ain't got no computer so I can write nice stories. Stupid idiot. Who else do we have here? How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Some good friends and true, some old friends and new. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And many.
All right, you shut up. Stop fruiting up my broadcast, all right, asshole? Stop fruiting up my broadcast. How about 713 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, ¿cómo estás, mi canal? What's up, Ghost?
Hey, what's up? Is this the pet Mexican?
Yeah, man, I wanted to ask you, are you ever going to bring back Taco Tuesday and Thursday and the Saturday Night Troll Show?
Well, I'm not too sure about Taco Tuesday or Thursday because, man, I got to live, man. I got to take a break. I got to get re-energized to do these shows. But the Saturday Night Troll Show, I think we're going to change it. I'm considering changing it because we were talking about games on the show anyway. I was considering a gaming stream. I'm tentative on that. I know that I've been talking about this, but I'm somewhat tentative. And it'll be on Saturday nights. But we'll talk about that later. I don't want to discuss that right now. It's Radio Graffiti. Thank you very much, my pet Mexican. How about 469 Radio Graffiti?
good. It rubs. My butthole rubs against my mother's penis, and it's amazing.
Shut up! Shut up, you pervert! 901 Radio Graffiti.
All right. That was the Cleveland Show's prices before I shoot you with my gun. You annoying bastard.
Yay! 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 Spaghetti! Yay!
Dog, too. I mean, Jesus Christ. Do not see those places about Gus's dog.
Say spaghetti! Yay! Yay!
Why do you want me to say that? Ah!
Say spaghetti!
Why do you want me to say that, man?
Yay! All right, that's enough of that, for Christ's sake. God damn it. How about 940 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, I heard this here show supports the marriage of gay sand niggers in this country. The fuck you guys?
Shut up, you stupid moron. How about 203 Radio Graffiti?
GLH means great-looking hair. Just spray GLH on and it instantly covers your bald spot, leaving you with great-looking hair.
Look, shut up! I'm not bald! Shut up! Shut up! 702 Radio Graffiti. What the hell is that, for Christ's sake? Good Lord. Jesus Christ, you guys are tards, man. Straight tards. That's all I got to say. 615 Radio Graffiti.
Now, to be fair, Ghost, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. The humor is extremely subtle, and without thought...
No, shut up! I don't want to hear it. I've seen that copy pasta all over the place. Shut up!
You have to have a high intelligence to understand Rick and Morty. You're not understanding.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid autist. 518 Radio Graffiti. We got 8 equal Radio Graffiti. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Unfortunately,
I know you want to talk really fast, but you can't because you have one of those relaxed tongues. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Shut your ass up, Eminem, you stupid little pig. Shut up! You know, you got one of them relaxed tongues, and you really can't talk as fast as you want because, you know, you got a problem.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
You know what, just shut this. Shut up! Just shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Half of you idiots have relaxed brains, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, just listen to you. Listen to the Gab Shout Outs. Listen to Radio Graffiti, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Half of you idiots have relaxed brains. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right, 757 Radio Graffiti. Oh, this asshole. Look, shut up. You know what? Screw you and everybody else who's going to sleep listening to my broadcast. This is a high-energy broadcast. This is a high-energy broadcast, you prick. 347 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Ghost, man, calm the hell down. Why you gotta be so fucking pissed off, dude?
And shut up, all right? You don't live my life, all right? You're not bombarded by a bunch of aspies and autists on a consistent basis when all you're trying to do is do a decent freaking show. All you're trying to do is do a freaking decent show, and you just don't get it. You'll never get it. None of you will ever get it. Jesus Christ, man. 614 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Ghost, I went out and bought a Donald Trump autograph for the 1-year anniversary. So this year, I'm going to be taking a bath with both of your autographs. Oh, my.
This fruity bastard. Yeah, get this idiot up. That fruity bastard. God damn it. God damn it. Take 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with that fruit bowl talk, boy. You goddamn milky liquor. Give me the mic. You son of a bitch. Give me the freaking mic. You'll be lucky if I come back this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll be lucky. You'll be lucky. You'll be lucky. I can't.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And that's all, folks. That, my friends, is True Capitalist Radio. Live right here on the BN. I'm your host, BN King. I do hope you guys enjoyed tonight's program. And yes, I do apologize for the last 3 to 5 minutes in the end gap for the Graffiti. Forgot to reset my Google Hangouts because Google Hangouts exceeds of over 3 hours, and that's it. And of course, you will never know when the show lines are full. So of course, that's gonna be my next time. I need to remember reset the Google Hangouts sometime mid-show, just to make sure everything will go smooth. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you all for coming out for another Wednesday night right here on the BN. Of course, I'm going to say some shout outs, and of course, special shout outs to those who have subscribed to my channels. Of course, if you want to subscribe right now, go ahead and subscribe, because of course there's going to be a thing popping up, and I'm going to be saying names there, but then afterwards be saying the names and the chat rooms, so stay tuned for that. Before that, make sure you follow me on Twitter at The Burn Network, or you can also follow all my social medias that's in the descriptions below. Just click on it. We got Discord. Discord, you have to DM me on the YouTubes. However, if you're on the SciTube channel, just pretty much just click on it and you're there. There's also my Gab, of course. You can also follow Gab. Follow also Politics Goes, Gab's account. Yes, just make sure to follow all that. Follow the social medias, etc., 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 etc. You get it. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing some shout-outs here. So special shout-outs first for the people who have subscribed right now. Currently, we got 3 people. So welcome, Smooth Operator, Combo Kings, and Nova Darkshine. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing. Now, let's do some shout-outs, regular shout-outs. First, I'm going to go towards the BN Theater channel, and then, of course, over to the YouTube channel. So BN Theater SciTube people are going first, and then, of course, the YouTube chats will be coming second. So, get ready, guys. So, of course, how do you just pretty much be active at the moment? SciTube, I can see everybody who's present. If you want to be in it, just be on it. For YouTube, so you have to keep on typing whatever, because, of course, that's how you're going to get a shout out. Oh, yeah, another subscriber. Welcome, Uncle Adolf. Uncle Adolf. Thank you for subscribing. All right, let's do some shout-outs here now, shall we? Who do we have? We got Fox McCloud, Bacon Action, Bob Tom, Brony Drumming, Chief Sombrero. It's going on to Christopher One, Chrome Thunder, Cody Purple. Ed's going on to Edgar. Escucha. It's going on to Honey Badger 32, Jinda Sawyer, Mr. Moonman. It's going on to Mr. Moonman and the place. What's going on to Mr. Tamsy, Night Purple Pony, Psycho Pony, Scarlet Moon, Shy Guy Mask. How can I get this right? Arabs Quinn. Did I say it right? Arabs Quinn, or Arabs Queen, or Quinn. Arabs Quinn. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's going on to Flyer. It's going on to Inferny Curse. It's going on to Meowth Rocket. It's going on to Pregophile, Royal in the Short Bus, and Space Ghost. And then everybody else in that chat room, if you're not said. So that's everybody on the SciTube channels. All right, let's head over to the BN YouTube channel. Let's go there now. All right, peeps. YouTube channel. Go there now. shout outs there. Of course, I've already said your shout out there. Don't be seconds. Who do we have? We got Biosonic 417, Christina Cyrax. Hold on. Is this the same Christina that was on the show? If so, please stand up. Because of course you're gonna get a big shout out for me. Hi, Christina. Thanks for calling to the show. Of course, if you enjoyed that enjoyment, then of course, enjoy many things. What's gonna happen on the TCR? Lots of stuff. It's gonna happen during those calls. Unforsaken stuff happened in those phone calls. But yes, Christina. Also, isn't Christina a phantom caller? Is she really a phantom caller? Oh, I'm going over myself, but that's kind of spooky. Phantom caller. She's not in the phone? Huh? Whatever. What's going on to CPS Log 3? What's going on to Death Coast Storm, D Nightmares? What's going on to I couldn't think of a name. What's going on to Lunar Woofy, Midnight Smiles, Noah Darkshine, there you are again. Ron Livingstone, Sarachi, it's going on to Sarachi, Zionist. Sly, it's going on to TCU Gaming 1, The Paw, The Political Punch, yeah, The Political Punch is in the place. It's going on to Titan TK, Vic, The Slick, G, it's going on to Windows Endorse, and Zura Master. Hey, Zura! Nice to see you. Whew. And, I think that's all everybody. Did I say everybody's name here? Ah, you was here in a bit ago, Christina. Very good to know. Phantom caller for Christina. We give her Christina. Let's give Christina the title of Phantom caller. Because, of course, she is not listed in Ghost's call list. So she's now the Phantom caller. Ooh, that's a very special title right there. I mean, like, we never seen Ghost react to saying that no caller will be in his list, his call list. He has all these calls numbers, and yet you couldn't find that one number that Christina was in. That is really, really god tier FBI conspiracy. What? It's just Are you sure you're not undercover agent? Nah, just kidding. Phantom caller Christina, hooray! That's actually pretty neat. Hey, Twilly. Twilly was here earlier. Also, I'm going to give another shout out to Haruka Takashi, since of course she was around here, but of course she's going to keep pressuring me with it. And of course, shout out to everybody who came into the stream. If you weren't called, you weren't said, shout outs to all. Make sure if you want to get a shout out live, just be present during the live feed. And of course, during my end of the live feed, I'll give shout outs to all. And of course, much props to everybody for coming out today. Or so. These weekdays at 6:30 are pain in the ass for me. I mean, like, yeah. I got a different streams past 7 o'clock. Of course, I'm going to switch up my streamline. So now Wednesday is going to be playing TCR, but Mondays I'm still going to be doing something after for 7. But it's going to be over to Lounge 9. And of course, Friday, I got nothing on Friday until movie night starts. And yeah, I really got nothing. Christina, your voice sounds fine when you're on the air. I mean, pretty much every voice when you go through, whenever you call TCR, whenever you call the Blog Talks phone lines, your voice is how it is. Like me, of course, when I always hear myself, I always, I kind of, to be honest, guys, whenever I, read back the Ready Graffiti sessions when I'm calling, I really just mute myself. because of course I don't really hear my voice because then of course things will start popping in my head and then it's kind of weird. But that's just me. But overall, it's fun. You know, your voice, you're surrounded. You sound nice too. So I want to say that. So you you were nice to Ghost, of course. It's very not very often when somebody calls Ghost just to give a a good proper saying that thanks for the show and thanks for everything. Just give him a good gratitude. Something nice. Sometimes he does really deserve, but of course, who says for the trolls? The trolls is pretty much like, nah. Let's just keep continue to troll Ghost and can't stop waving him, and of course let's piss him off anymore just so he can actually end the show much earlier, some objective or something like that. But yeah, well, it's all but the lows and all that. But come on, at least give Ghost credit that he's been providing you guys a show, and then of course give them thanks. Is that not what so hard to say? But then again, like I say, just pretty much the only thanks that we'll give to Ghost. It's just trolling or pretty much fail trolling. That's all it is on this show. It is. But yeah, Christina, you're fine. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show and of course tonight's Radio Graffiti, and of course you're being introduced to the Radio Graffiti caller. Hopefully you will be remember that. But of course there's still more shows to go, so you're always welcome to call back, call Ghost, say whatever you want to say to Ghost, and yeah, that's just all I have to say. All right, guys. Well, that's all I guess to say. I mean, if you guys have any questions to say before I end the stream, go ahead. This is the time to say questions to me. But if you got nothing to say here, and let's say 3 to 5 minutes, and if I get a dead silent answer, then that's it for me. What do you think about today's show? Today's show was pretty alright. Decent as always, just Ghost been covering more of the crypto markets, always in the financial hour, because yes, crypto is on the rise, and hopefully you're getting in, because of course, if you ain't getting in on the crypto, guys, then of course you're gonna miss everything, all that, low that's already currently on the altcoins currently. I would say quantum, get into quantum now, because of course you won't see that low price, because in the next few weeks, possibly months, you'll see that rise, and you won't see that number again. That was low before, and then of course once the years goes, just acquire it and just hold it. That's all I'm saying. Acquired and hold crypto. Hold it, hoard it like gold. Just like what Ghost said. Just hoard crypto like gold. I promise you, it's a big deal right now. It's gonna be a big deal right in the future for the coming years, because of course big things are gonna be happening, and of course I'm on board with this. So get on crypto. All world news was pretty alright. Talking about the 1 year for oh yes, Trump's anniversary. 1 year when he got into when he was pretty much announced elected. So props to our president Donald Trump. So congrats to Donald Trump for the year we gave him. So success. We all did it. We gave Donald Trump the presidency. He came in January, of course, but 1 year, guys. Wow, unbelievable. I mean, I didn't believe we would have got Trump for president, but yeah. I mean, I'm glad that he did. Of course, there certainly new changes, like lots of changes are around. I mean, you still see the liberals, the Democrats are pretty much, trying to attack Trump in every way. It's just pretty much attacking everybody else. Well, the libs are more attacking on the social medias, mostly on Twitter, because of course I always see them on my feeds, on the trends, everywhere. I mean, it's ridiculous, but when we always see that, that we're winning, man. Trump's winning. So I'm glad Trump is our president. I'm glad he is for me. Of course, I voted for him, and I hope you guys did. But of course, everybody has their own voting, so hopefully, you voted for the right person, and hopefully, he's giving you the promise. And of course, he still has more years. He still like more. Well, we still haven't got the first year yet. Not the first year yet. We're not there for the full first year. But of course, when he does, we still have more years to go. Let's see. Oh yes, yes. Everybody heard you eating Christina. Well, of course, nobody heard it when my can got caught off, but I could hear you very loud and clear on my alternative phone. Let's see. What games do you think Ghost will play if he does games on Saturdays? I would say if he really goes into online, the only recommendations I can give to Ghost is to play Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I love Red Dead Redemption, and Red Dead 2 is coming next year. So, it's the best game ever. If you guys not played Red Dead Redemption, I mean, go and play it. But I think right now it's currently on the consoles exclusive. It's not on PC. From what I've heard, sadly, PC users can get the Red Dead, but the console does. But that game, badass, awesome, love it. It has multiplayer too. I mean, we can actually just go all out in horses. We can just go all out and just do all the wild, crazy stuff in that game. We can also, there's also like, Texas Hold'em cards. He likes that. He likes to play some cards. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be number one right there. My also another one is GTA 5. So of course, if it's open world, if he wants all the fans, all his, now all his fans, GTA 5 is also all the way. But of course, Red Dead is on my number one list for him. And of course, it's pretty much tells the story of the war during the is it the Revolutionary War in Mexico? Yeah, because it takes place in Texas, no doubt about it. Texas, and of course, he loves the Wild West. Of course, that's perfect for him. Serious question: what's the appeal on the Xbox? What do you mean what's the appeal on the Xbox? I don't. I just really like it just because the appeal more it has. Well, currently I have the Xbox One X, which is the very new one that came out just yesterday. I just got it yesterday. I haven't played. You guys seen gameplay for me for Cuphead, but that's just one game. I'm about to finish. I'm gonna finish this on Friday. Cuphead all entirely. So wait for it. Cuphead's about to finish Friday next week. Hopefully, I'll get a new game. I know what game I'm gonna play. Just have to wait for next Monday for the new game, but this Friday I'm playing. I'm gonna finish Cuphead. I'm glad I'm finished with the pacifist run because my God, the pacifist run! Holy hell! I'm like I couldn't believe I pulled everything off. It was just frustrating, but then of course I had to keep myself cool and just never gave up. So I'm glad. But yeah, well, pretty much the appeal for the Xbox One is pretty much the games. The games, the Xbox exclusives, like the best Xbox exclusive games is the Halo franchise, the Gears of War franchise, and what's the other exclusives for it? That's not on the PS, of course. The PS they have their own, like they got Naughty Dog, like they got the Uncharted series. I know that for sure. The Last of Us, also the God of War for them. I know for that for sure. but they're very known for just pretty much the Halo franchise and the Gears of War. I love the Gears of War series, but except for when it should have been for 3 because it was the right for its conclusion. But yeah, the appeal is the Xbox games exclusives. Also, the appeal for I guess just the games in general, and of course how big and popular it is. Of course, it's also used for entertainment. Like I can watch TV on this console. I don't think the PS ever does. Like, they only have the streaming, but not when it hooks up to your cable box. Also has to connect. I love to use the Connect of it. To be honest, I have the Connect here, even though it's discontinued, no longer. It still works for the Xbox One X. I'm surprised about it, but there's just pretty much there's an overall people has their own opinions. My opinions is just that I just like the console. I just use it for overall gaming and of course live stream for you guys. That's how I got everything onto one box, and you guys can see it onto the live stream when I'm doing the gaming. And there's more exclusives coming up. The next game. Well, I don't want to say the next game because I want to make it a big surprise. What's going to be the next game? I know I need to finish GTA the Battle of the Gate Tony. I need to finish it because that's the one I need to finish for the GTA 4 to complete. There's other games I need to get into. I want to play original Xbox games on this too. I'm trying to get and I'm trying to wait for more announcements on the Xbox compatible. Xbox One X can play backward compatibles. Oh, that's one thing about the best about the Xbox Night Purple is the backward compatibility. It plays 360 games, and now it will play original Xbox games. That's what's cool about it. Does the PS does? Well, they do, but they don't do it on disc. You have to buy it on digital on the PS. Yeah, you have to buy the if you have the game on disc. PS will not let you just put it in and just play like that. No. They will force you buy their digital version, and of course, you just get that. While on the Xbox, you can play backward compatibility games digitally or on disc. How cool is that? So I think that's also what appeals on the Xbox. Backwards compatibility. That's the main reason why it's so other than the exclusives, that's what the Xbox stands for right there. I don't think PS will ever will never understand about why the Xbox is the most more successful than the PS will ever do. Even though the PS4 is better in games because they're all gaming 100%. And I love the appeal for it too. I used to be a PS user. I was, but I got jump switch to the Xbox because, of course, the games. It's all about it. And yeah, I think that's about it. How's the Xbox One X? Lovely, love it. So far, love it. I haven't really tapped into its full power yet. So the games run really fantastic. Like really, really. I should show you some gameplay if I ever have my internet stabilized. It is like how do I describe when I play games? Like smooth silk, like smooth butter. Like let's say you're pouring water. Let's say that. Let's just say you're pouring some water, and of course the water is all clean. It's that's the best way I can describe. But the best description is it's smooth as butter. Really, Just it plays super smooth. Everything just everything just so good. The good feel, the graphics is just oh my god, it's amazing. I'm mind blown about how cool the graphics overall I always get used to, but I never look closely. But holy crap, when I play the enhanced versions of them, like enhanced, they run faster. Like they run super 60 frames or whatever frames they're locked at, like pure 60 frames of it is so good. It's awesome. I do highly recommend it, but for the price, I will stand for until it kind of drops for the moment. But if you're hardcore like me, just get it. No, just trade in your old Xbox, and of course, just get the Xbox One X. If you have the Xbox One S, you can trade in for half, cut that half price, and just buy that. It's all good. Oh yeah, Overwatch runs better. Yeah, I played Overwatch the other day. It runs better. I played my favorite game, the Friday 13th game. That runs even much better. It has less lag, like ever. I have not seen a frame drop ever. Only a few, but only because it has a little lag because that server just sometimes lags. But I've never encountered any issues with it. Never have I encountered it ran smooth. I played the game like it should be the way the game that should be played. It's just smooth, silky, no stuttering and glitchy, laggy. It's cool. But of course, people were saying, "Nah, PC's better, King." Well, whatever. I'm a console person. I'll stay to it. I would never jump switch to PC, even though I know PC is the master race. But come on, people have their own thing right here. Whatever that person's either a console person or a PC person. Why not go along? That's why we got crossovers. That's what do we got crossovers now? Now the PC can be connected to the Xbox, or it can be connected to PS3, even other consoles. It's starting to do that. So we're gonna see more of that, hopefully, because crossovers is now a big thing. So hopefully that pretty much doesn't tear the community. Just pretty much let's all just be together. Even though I know it was like, yeah, come on. It's just a game. We all here. I have friends on online. I have friends on PC. I have friends on the consoles. I have friends everywhere else. Let's just not start this, okay? Let's not start this. All right. I'm going over here for too long. It's about to be 10 o'clock here in Central. Let me just end this, guys. Thank you all for tuning in for another True Capitalist Radio tonight, right here on the BN. I'm your host once again, BN King. Oh man, I'm sounding a little bit low now. I need some energy. But I'm doing another live stream here in a few minutes over the BN Theater. Go to the SciTube channel if you're on the YouTube. We're playing some Western wrestling. Yeah, we're playing some wrestling stuff, and that just happened. And of course, some lucha. So if you like that, head over to the SciTubes. But of course, it's only your decisions. And of course, if not, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, actually, no, not tomorrow. The shows. Let me recap. Recap. True Capitalist Radio shows every Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Remember that. So I'll see you guys this Friday for another True Capitalist Radio on Baller Friday. Or if not, then I'll see you guys either on the next stream. So thanks again, guys. Once again, follow me on my Twitter at The Burn Network. All links are in descriptions for all my social medias. Go there now. Click on them. Try to actually, follow them. That's all I'm asking. So follow them, or pretty much just bookmark the SciTube channel, because that's gonna be pretty much it. Do you know what console Ghost has? I don't know. Titan TK. Smiles. PC is better. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, spice up, Twilly. Good night to everybody. Good night, Flyer. Good night. Good night to all. I'm out of here. I'm done. I need to start my next stream right now. So you guys go over to the BN Theater. I'm starting my next stream right there now. Or I'll see you guys next time. You have a good night. Good Wednesday night. See you guys Friday. Or I'll see you guys next stream. So see you over there. Or I'll see you next time. Bye guys. See you next time.